Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, Global Beastmaster, Young Life. Double S level talents at the start. Chapter 61. Well, it seems that they killed a little too much. Su Chen looked back at the 4 imperial beasts and the little raccoon in his arms. When I came in, there was 1 level 0, 1 level 2, 2 levels 3, and 1, 4 level. Now there is 1 level 3, 2 level 4s, and 2-5 levels. There were at least 100 Tauren killed. No wonder the withered Tauren chieftain looks so angry. Roar! With a roar of the withered Tauren chieftain. The withered Tauren behind it began to dig the ground with their hooves, each of them spouting white gas from their noses. Then he rushed towards Su Chen and the others aggressively. The Tauren's physique is already big, like a small mountain, and with so many Tauren charging together, there is naturally a lot of movement. The whole earth was trembling, as if the earth dragon turned over. But when they rushed to the pass, they suddenly found that something was wrong. There are boulders on both sides, and the only road leading to the mountain is extremely narrow. It is impossible to rush through together. Only the 2 Tauren who happened to meet the pass successfully crossed the obstacle and rushed to the front of the 5-member team. But wait for the 2 Tauren to make any moves. Just saw 5 imperial beasts rushing forward. Then, there's no after that. The 2 Tauren fell down gloriously and turned into 5 Beastmasters. But it's far from over. Because the other Tauren also rushed in. For them who are irritable, seeing the death of their own kind is not fear, but anger. Be sure to use their horns to show the enemy a bit of strength. It's a pity that these guys who rushed in alone were destined to just deliver food. Your Imperial Beast Qingyan Fox Demon assists in attacking and killing the 8th level monster Wither Tauren, gaining experience 161. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon assists in attacking and killing level 9 Warcraft Withered Tauren, gaining experience 182. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon assists in attacking and killing level 10 Warcraft Withered Tauren, gaining experience 201. Opening square bracket, closing square bracket. Although the passage is narrow, the little raccoon is small enough to dance in the air. The Tauren's charging speed is not slow. If there is no little raccoon, the other 4 imperial beasts may not be able to stop it. Assist in attack and kill. The greater the contribution to the battle, the more experience will be allocated. The little raccoon can be regarded as taking the lead. Su Chen looked at the prompt on the killing panel and said silently in his heart. Without the little raccoon, the other 4 imperial beasts couldn't stop it. But if there are no other beasts blocking the intersection in front, those Tauren can easily rush in one after another. And the corpses will be stuck here too. It will force the little raccoon to move around. It is necessary for the slate bears to keep throwing the Tauren corpses out. Certainly, the fast killing speed of the little raccoons also greatly enhances their efficiency in gaining experience. Although there is not much experience for each kill. But I can't stand the number of kills. These withered Tauren are all idiots, and they are not afraid of death at all. I just know how to rush inside. Then one by one becomes experience. Plop 1. Thump. The Tauren corpses fell directly from the sky one after another, and they were all thrown from the small mountain peaks. Many more fell in front of the withered Tauren chieftain. Huchi-huchi. 2 puffs of white air rushed out from the chief's nose. It looked at the high mountain, and its eyes were full of anger. Across the periphery of the withered mountains for so long. This was the first time anyone dared to treat the withered Tauren tribe like this. Roar! The Tauren chief let out an angry roar, and rushed directly towards the mountain peak. It wants to avenge its kindred. Give these lifeless invaders a taste of horns. But as soon as it rushed to the pass, it stopped. It's not because I dare not go up, but because this strange pass is too narrow, there is no way to rush in. The 13th level withered Tauren chieftain, fortunately, he can't rush over. Gao Dahu said with some joy. When this big guy rushed over just now, he was taken aback. His slate bear can stop other withered Tauren, but it can't stop this chief. Estimated to rush in. You can directly knock your own beast into the air. However, although the withered Tauren chief couldn't come up, the pass was blocked anyway. Other withered Tauren can't get in either. Wait until the slate bear throws all the Tauren corpses out. It was quiet for a while. The withered Tauren chieftain let out a low growl. He glanced at Su Chen and the others on the mountain peak, and then at the withered Tauren behind him. The eyes that were originally covered with anger now have a touch of thought. Then it turns around. It's leaving. Chu Shinan was puzzled. Su Chen frowned slightly, and his eyes fell on the withered Tauren chief. No, it's not going to leave, but to fight back. On the hillside below, there is a forest of chaotic stones. Shish! A huge stone suddenly flew from the bottom of the hillside. It directly hit the mountain above the 5-person team, and then turned into a rain of stones. Several imperial beasts roared angrily. Reluctantly, all these fallen stones were cleaned up, and 5 people were not injured. Throw a stone. Chu Shinan's eyes suddenly became serious. Boss, what should we do now? If these Tauren are throwing stones, then they have to go out to fight, or they will be stoned to death. And if it goes out, facing so many withered Tauren swarming up, naturally they will not be opponents. After seeing the withered Tauren chief let out a roar, the other Tauren were called by it. Everyone was a little anxious immediately. This posture is obviously going to throw stones at them together. I didn't expect this withered Tauren chieftain to have some brains, but I underestimated them. Su Chen chuckled, without any worry on his face. He stroked the white fur on the little raccoon. Little raccoon, go and kill the withered Tauren chief, and then drag its corpse up. So what if the Tauren chieftain had brains? Are there any other withered Tauren? Just kill the chieftain and anger those Tauren again. It is easy to turn the situation back. Yo. The little raccoon rubbed his head against Su Chen's hand. Then it turned into a white lightning and rushed out. Let the little raccoon deal with the Tauren chieftain. Bai Ling Yao's eyes widened, and she asked puzzledly, Captain, can the little raccoon beat that big guy? Su Chen smiled. Before he could answer, the kill prompt sounded. Your Imperial Beast Qingyan Fox Demon kills the level 13 monster withered Tauren chief, gaining experience 734. Isn't this already back? Su Chen said. Following his voice, everyone looked downhill. I saw the little raccoon running up dragging the corpse of the withered Tauren chief. That petite figure. In addition, take the huge Tauren corpse behind. An extremely strong sense of contrast rushed over their faces, making them all dumbfounded. Rumbling. Along with the little raccoon, there are also a large number of withered Tauren. At this time they are even more angry. Just now, their great chief was killed by this white fur ball. They can't wait to trample the culprit 100 times. Little raccoon, come back quickly. Su Chen called out. The little raccoon immediately put down the corpse of the withered Tauren chief, and ran back to Su Chen's side. Then he held his head high, with a cute face full of credit. Okay, I will mark your first achievement today. Su Chen patted the little raccoon's head and said with a smile. The withered Tauren chief's physique is still very high, so he was probably careless to be killed so quickly by the little raccoon. After all, facing such a cute little fox, it's hard to be vigilant. 5 light clusters flew to Su Chen's side. This is what he extracted from the corpse of the withered Tauren chieftain. Successful extraction, get 79 points of constitution. Successful extraction, gain 24 points of agility. Successful extraction, get the skill, trample. Successful extraction, gain 56 points of strength. Successful extraction, get 71 points of constitution. 4 attribute points, and 1 skill. He glanced at the information of the 5 light groups, and his eyes finally fell on the one in the middle. This is the first skill dropped today. This thing is really a bit of luck. But this skill, the name seems to be a bit unpleasant. Trample, a skill of the same nature as charge. The skill information panel appeared in front of him. Trampling. After accumulating power, trample down suddenly, which can achieve a certain vibration effect. The longer the power storage time, the greater the vibration effect. Really, Su Chen was speechless. Currently owned 2 beasts. He didn't even know who to learn this skill for. Wind. It flies up to fight, why should it rush down and step on the enemy? Little raccoon. After hesitating for a moment, he shook his head. He didn't dare to think about the scene of the little raccoon being trampled on, so let it go. Another waste skill. Su Chen sighed. It is directly to disperse the skill light group, which is a waste of an opportunity to draw. What? The withered Tauren rushed in with endless roars. One by one, they raised their horns, fearless of death. But all of this is just incompetent rage. Unless these Tauren can learn to be smart and learn to use long-range strikes like the Tauren chieftain. Otherwise, it is impossible to harm Su Chen and others at all. It will only turn yourself into an experience for upgrading. The massacre continued. This mountain is like a real hell. No matter how many Wither Tauren rush in the end, the soul and life were taken away, and then turned into corpses and thrown out. Your beast Qingyan Fox Demon assists in attacking and killing level 9 Warcraft Withered Tauren, gaining experience 183. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon assists in attacking and killing level 10 Warcraft Withered Tauren, gaining experience 224. Your Beast Qingyan Fox Demon assists in attacking and killing level 11 Warcraft Withered Tauren, gaining experience 253. Experience bar is full. Your Beast Familiar Qingyan Fox Demon level has been raised to level 6. Experience bar is full. Your Beast Familiar Qingyan Fox Demon level has been raised to level 7. The upgraded white light also appeared on the little raccoon's body from time to time. The rest of the Tauren raised it to level 7 directly. The first level 7 royal beast in the team. Blatantly, it surpassed the dark split leopard cat in the past. Kill. It was not until all the Tauren fell that they finally stopped. It is finally over. Chu Xinan breathed a sigh of relief. Although it was very cool to kill and slaughter monsters like this, it gave her an extremely unreal feeling. Before coming to St. Ray University, she stays in the novice rift almost all the time. Don't look at her dark split leopard cat as the quality of the Lord. But the gap between different beast quality is very small at the beginning, only after the transformation will there be an absolute gap. I spent so much effort on hunting novice monsters constantly. Only then can it be promoted to the 4th level. The result is here. Follow the boss to kill monsters, no, to kill monsters. It's only been half a day. My dark cracked ocelot is already level 6. Xiaoxi, when did you upgrade again? Chu Xinan's eyes widened. The dark split leopard cat purred twice, explaining that it was when it killed the monster just now. Chu Xinan gasped. If it was before, I would be happy whenever I was promoted to a level. But now, she wondered if she was dreaming. Captain, the sun is about to set now. Do we need a place to camp? Mu Ranhao asked. His scarlet trained snake demon has also been upgraded to level 6. Let this former lonely boy. There is a very dreamy, even outrageous feeling. Because being able to advance to this level is not at all because of the fighting power of the scarlet snake demon, but because of the range of the snake venom spray is very far, and it can affect most of the monsters. Then rely on these snake venoms. The red trained snake demon can get more assist experience. It can be said that the promotion of my Beastmaster to the 6th level is entirely obtained from the experience of assisting the government. Let's find a place to camp first. Give me the position at that time. Su Chen said. He looked at the other 4 imperial beasts. Today's battle has exhausted them. Now you have to rest and recover. But his Beastmaster is not. With the supplement of attribute points, even after fighting for a day, he is still in good spirits. Now, he is ready to pursue the victory. Completely resolve the remnants of the Tauren tribe. Tomorrow, I will take everyone directly into the depths of the Withered Mountains. Good. Everyone nodded. After leaving the team, Su Chen traced the traces of the Tauren's activities all the way west. The Withered Tauren chief came here with a large group of Tauren, so big that it would be impossible not to leave traces. No matter how dim the light is, Su Chen could also easily discern the direction from which the Tauren chief came here. About to wait until night time, he finally came to the outskirts of the Tauren tribe. This Tauren tribe is quite big. Su Chen stood on the dead tree, looking at the Warcraft tribe that was flickering with lights in front of him. It's night now, so it's no problem standing on a dead tree. However, I have to say, this group of Tauren should have been overlords outside the secret realm for a long time. Now in the absence of the chief, there is not even a patrol outside the tribe. The entire tribe is built in a basin, with a little fire and moonlight. He could see that the Tauren were lying on the ground in the open air, and most of them had already started to rest. And in the gap between the Tauren, some dead wood was placed. It seems to be dividing the sleeping area. Interesting. The corner of Su Chen's mouth twitched. Little raccoon, let's go in. He put the little raccoon on his shoulders. Then he jumped off the dead tree and entered the tribe with his figure hidden in the night. Now most of the Tauren in the Warcraft tribe have been taken out by the Withered Tauren chief. Therefore, many areas surrounded by dead wood are empty. But it doesn't matter, because there are hundreds of Tauren left behind. Hululu. After entering the tribe, Su Chen's ears were filled with noisy grunting. There is also a disgusting smell. Little raccoon, make a quick decision. Su Chen said. Tonight is a night of blood. The little raccoon nodded, and turned into a white lightning and rushed out. Your Imperial Beast Qingyan Fox Demon kills the 8th level monster Wither Tauren, gain experience 281. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills the 8th level Warcraft Withered Tauren, gaining experience 286. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills the level 9 Warcraft Withered Tauren, gaining experience 299. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills level 10 Warcraft Withered Tauren, gaining experience 309. Opening square bracket ... closing square bracket. It was getting dark. Countless Withered Tauren lost their lives in their sleep. The little raccoon is like a god of death, quickly harvesting crop after crop of experience. The efficiency of killing is very high. In just a short while, they had already reached the depths of the Withered Tauren tribe. The number of Tauren left in the tribe is too small, so they can enter here so quickly. Although the experience gained may be less, it is precisely because of the small number that even now, these Tauren have not noticed any abnormalities. Su Chen looked deeper into the Tauren tribe. Although the little raccoon's footsteps are very light. But when killing, it is inevitable that there will be some movement. It's a pity that these Withered Tauren turned out to be defenseless, allowing one person and one fox to run amok in the tribe. Successful extraction, get 43 points of constitution. Successful extraction, gain 46 points of strength. The extracted attribute light ball flew out of the Tauren, and landed in front of Su Chen. Then it was enchanted on the little raccoon. While making up for the physical strength it consumes during quick killings, it also continuously strengthens its attributes. The little raccoon has always been in full bloom. No matter how long the battle is, the efficiency of killing will not drop in the slightest. Another prompt popped up. The experience bar is full. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon has been upgraded to level 8. Congratulations, your Imperial Beast, Qingyan Fox Demon, has successfully comprehended the skill, Extreme Speed, after a long battle. Tips for upgrading, and comprehend skills. Su Chen looked at the Beast Control panel with some surprise. This was the first time he saw the Beastmaster realize his skills. Supernatural Speed. Consume a certain amount of magic power, temporarily increase one's agility and physique, in order to burst out with terrifying speed. Introduction. As one of the essential factors in battle, speed often determines the outcome of a battle. Possessing this skill is equivalent to having the priority in battle. Skills learned through combat. Seeing that the skill really appeared, his expression froze slightly. Su Chen is also very familiar with the knowledge of beast mastering skills. Most of the royal beasts, after signing the contract with humans, their own development is easily restricted. The skills that should appear the most will also be temporarily hidden in the blood, and these skills will only be released after the transformation is completed. So even before Haifeng didn't comprehend any skills except Dragon's Breath. Su Chen didn't care either. After the transformation is completed, it is reborn, and the racial skills belonging to the Black Dragon family will naturally appear. And now, Little Raccoon actually comprehended a speed-type skill on his own initiative during the battle. How could Su Chen not be surprised? I have long thought that Boy Haifeng is not worthy of the class of king-level beast familiar. This is the demeanor of a royal beast. He smashed it and smashed his mouth, feeling emotional in his heart. Take a look at Shaoli, who just reached level 8 and realized the skills by himself. Look at Black Wind again. All the way to level 27, I didn't see any movement. Sure enough, if there is no comparison, there will be no harm. Transforming Black Wind. A cow's cry came from afar from the Tauren tribe. The commotion is also gradually rising. Finally found out. Su Chen looked at the tribal leader who was chasing the movement, his expression remained calm. In fact, it's not because of the movement during the killing. It's because of the upgraded white light coming out of the little raccoon just now when he was upgraded. Although these white lights are not conspicuous during the day. But wait until the present night, in the area where you can walk 10 miles in the dry mountains and you can't see the light. Just like the sun, the withered Tauren, who had a light sleep, was afraid that they would be woken up by the sudden white light. Soon, the commotion that was originally a small movement spread to the entire Tauren tribe. Although the light is very dark now, they can clearly smell the blood in the air. Roar! There was a roar one after another. The Tauren woke up one after another and noticed the two intruders. And the corpses of the same race behind the two invaders. All of them were glaring and murderous. These two guys actually treated their great withered Tauren clan like this. It's time to kill. However, Su Chen didn't focus on these Tauren. Instead, he looked deeper into the tribe. A giant Tauren about the size of the withered Tauren chief slowly came out from the depths of the tribe. However, its stature is thinner. There are also a large number of silk scarves and ribbons hanging on the horns. The panel of this big guy also appeared in front of Su Chen. Warcraft. Withered Tauren Priest. Quality. Elite. Level 13. Physique. 1329. J. 1423. Agility. 931. Mana. 5400. Skill. Shock Ball. Evaluation. The priest of the withered Tauren tribe, it possesses powerful magic power and is extremely aggressive. Many monsters on the outskirts of the withered mountain range have been attacked by it. It is the nightmare of countless monsters. This should be the first magical beast I saw in the withered mountains, right? Su Chen looked at the panel of the Tauren priest and murmured in his heart. Encountered before, whether it's a withered goblin, a withered Tauren, or a withered Tauren chieftain. The column of the magic property is all 0. This caused the little raccoon to use Qingyan to kill the enemy. The magic power can't be replenished at all. So most of the time can only be forced to fight. Now it's really hard to meet a monster with magical attributes. I hope to extract more magical attributes. It is also good as a supplement. Little raccoon, kill the withered Tauren priest first, and then the other Tauren priests will naturally rush forward to die. Su Chen ordered. Just the mindless tantrums of these Tauren. If the Kong burned their chiefs or priests to death, it is estimated that they would only be angry and rush up to stamp out the Kong. Instead of thinking of other ways, using mud or water or something. Yo-yo, the little raccoon called softly twice. With a kick, the whole body turned into lightning again. The divine speed technique is activated. Almost in an instant, he jumped over a group of withered Tauren and rushed to the face of the withered Tauren priest. He even stayed in front of the withered Tauren priest for a moment and observed it. Then, the priest reacted. Its eyes widened in shock, and it shot a vibration ball in horror. This intruder is so fast. It's a pity that even the vibrating magic ball can't keep up with the little raccoon who is in a state of super speed. Then I felt a pain in my neck. Fiery pain swept over in an instant. The withered Tauren memory looked down, and a bloodstain had been left on his neck. The bloodstains were not deep, but it was stained with white flames. Almost just for a moment, the flames burned half of it into coke. Withered Tauren priest, instantly killed. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills the 13th level Warcraft Withered Tauren priest, gaining experience 694. The prompt to kill appears. But the killing of the little raccoon has not stopped. After killing the Tauren priest, it will not stay behind for the remaining withered Tauren. But these Tauren don't seem to need it to stay behind. Because seeing the priest fell, all of them had red eyes, spewed out white gas, and slammed into the little raccoon. Pity with their speed. Except for accidentally knocking down the companion, it will not cause any other consequences. It's time for this tribe to come to an end. Su Chen said lightly. The Blight Tauren horde has ruled the outskirts of the Blight Mountains for so long. Destroy them now. It can also be regarded as giving other Warcraft tribes a chance. In a few years, perhaps a new overlord will appear on the outskirts of this withered mountain range. His eyes fell on the corpse of the withered Tauren priest. Successful extraction, get 42 points of magic power. Successful extraction, gain 52 points of magic power. Successful extraction, get the skill price dynamic ball. Opening square bracket comma closing square bracket. Seeing the light ball floating back, Su Chen was happy. There is only such a skill in total, and it was actually drawn by me. It seems that I have good luck tonight. He held the skill light ball in front of him. The information panel pops up. Vibration ball. Use magic power to release a magic ball with vibration characteristics. When a large amount of magic power is output, the magic ball will have armor-piercing effect. This skill is not bad. After reading the introduction, Su Chen nodded slightly. As a Qingyan fox demon, Xiaoli was originally good at agility and magic power. This skill is perfect for it. It's just that the magical attribute points of the Withered Mountain range have not been able to be extracted for a long time, so the current magic attribute of the little raccoon is low. But that's okay too. If you find a secret realm with a high magic attribute in the future, you can easily make up for it. Your beast Qingyan fox monster kills the level 10 Warcraft Withered Tauren, gaining experience 3211. Your Beastmaster Qingyan fox demon kills level 11 Warcraft Withered Tauren, gaining experience 343. Your Beastmaster Qingyan fox demon kills the level 12 Warcraft Withered Tauren, gaining experience 364. Opening square bracket closing square bracket. Kill queues popping up gradually slower. After the Withered Tauren of the entire tribe were killed by the little raccoon, it stopped completely. Actually, after the death of the Withered Tauren priest, there are not many Tauren in this tribe. Originally, most of them had already been taken out by the Tauren chief. In addition, he was secretly killed by the little raccoon. There are only 2 or 3 cats left. The little raccoon returned to Su Chen's arms. The skill light ball of the vibration ball was also enchanted by Su Chen. The enchantment is successful. Your Imperial Beast Qingyan Fox Demon has comprehended the skill, Vibration Ball. Skill Shaking Orb and Skill Clear Flame Fusion. Your Beastmaster has learned the new skill, Vibration Clear Flame Ball. Merge again. Su Chen was a little surprised. The skill after fusion is extraordinarily powerful. Originally Xiaoli's signature skill was Qingyan, but it was different from Haifeng's Dragon's Breath. Most of the time, it puts Qingyan on its claws to attack the enemy, unable to leave the body. But now after mastering the new skill, Vibration Clearing Flame Ball, the little raccoon can directly spray out magic balls to attack. It is equivalent to directly mastering a means of long-range attack. Yo-yo, the little raccoon also noticed a change in himself, something extra came into his mind. Immediately quite excited, opening his mouth as to spray a magic ball at the dead tree next to him. The vibration effect of the magic ball caused the dead tree to collapse directly, but before it collapsed, it was directly burned into ashes by the clear flame. This trick is easy to use. Su Chen chuckled. When he was about to leave with the little raccoon, he suddenly noticed a trace of disgusting aura coming from the depths of the Tauren tribe. His steps stopped. This breath seems to have been felt on the crown of the dying skeleton king before. Although something is different, but in essence, it seems to be about the same. Su Chen hesitated for a moment, then walked towards the depths of the tribe. He wanted to see what was in there. If there is a special prop like the Skeleton King's crown, that can summon the Emperor's monster to kill. For myself, it is also extremely precious. The further he went inside, the stronger this disgusting aura became in Su Chen's spiritual perception. Until he came to a crypt. That breath came from here. Su Chen looked towards the entrance of the crypt, frowning. He has always refused to enter such a dark place, because it is impossible to see the situation inside from the outside, in case there is any ambush or danger inside. Isn't that just committing suicide? However, this breath was enough to arouse his curiosity. Throw several boulders and a burning rake into the crypt. After nothing happened, only then did Su Chen feel slightly relieved. A dive is to drill in. After entering the crypt, it was discovered that there was a hidden cave inside. By the light of a burning rake, Su Chen could see that this place was an underground world. On the ground, there are still a large number of corpses. Meow, a weak cry came from another dark corner. But in this dark and cramped environment, it just makes people feel that it is exploding in the ear. Su Chen became alert in an instant, and the little raccoon reacted quickly, and Qingyan ignited on its body. The entire underground space is gradually brightening. It wasn't until this time that Su Chen could clearly see what was making the sound. It was a bunch of cat demons about the size of an adult. At this time, lying on the ground weakly, obviously in a state of dying. Warcraft. Withered Cat Demon. Quality. Poor. Level 5. Physique. 91. Power. 84. 103. Magic. 0. Skill. Bite. Comment. As one of the creatures on the outskirts of the Withered Mountains, the situation of the Withered Cat Demon is not good. They were captured by the Withered Tauren as playthings, and now they are abandoned here dying. If you kill them, they will thank you. Su Chen suddenly noticed. This pile of Withered Cat Demons seems to have no claws, and even their teeth have been pulled out. There are some strange yellow marks on some cat demons. He had vaguely guessed what the plaything mentioned in the evaluation was. These Withered Tauren. Such a Tauren. It's really disgusting. Su Chen said blankly. Little raccoon, burn them. The tone of voice makes these guys dying in pain here, it is better to give them a good time. The thanks of these Withered Cat Demons are unnecessary. It is a matter of course for a Beastmaster to kill monsters, and he will not be merciful to the monsters. Yo. The little raccoon nodded, and sprayed a mouthful of clear flame magic ball. It directly burned this team of Withered Cat Demons to ashes. Your Beast Qingyan Fox monster kills the level 5 monster Withered Cat monster, gaining experience 79. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills the level 6 Warcraft Withered Cat Demon, gaining experience 93. Opening square bracket comma closing square bracket. Ignored the kill prompt. Su Chen's gaze continued to search in the underground space. The objects that gave off an aura that disgusted him, naturally couldn't be these cat demons. It must be something else. Something special like Skeleton's crown. Su Chen's eyes quickly swept across the underground space. However, no special objects were found, but countless skeletons were only seen. The skeletons of various monsters. Heaped into hills, the white-capped land looks a little creepy. These bones should all be dropped by the Tauren. He pondered in his mind. I'm afraid those Tauren used this place as a place to discard their corpses, so they left so many bones. But he suddenly thought of something, and frowned slightly, noticing something was wrong. He suddenly looked at the entrance to the crypt above his head. Su Chen's eyes became serious. No, the entrance to this crypt is so small, it's impossible for the group of Tauren to come in. If they threw it in, then the bones of the corpses would have piled up under the hole. That is to say, there are other monsters in this underground space. Could it be that the Tauren came in from outside the cave and threw the corpse to the other side? Not to mention that those magical beasts only have hooves and no bones. Even if they can lose it, then why are there almost no bones under the hole, and all the bones are placed on the other side? Could it be that the group of Tauren still have obsessive-compulsive disorder and must be thrown to the other half to be comfortable? Su Chen's eyes fell on the pile of bones. Cautiously walked over step by step. Wait until it's close. The subtle sound of bones turning shallowly came from the pile of bones, and was then keenly captured by him. Kaka. Su Chen's eyes narrowed. This voice is a skeleton monster. For him who had done a lot of killing in the secret realm of the undead ruins before, he should not be too familiar with this voice. It's just why there are skeleton monsters in this kind of place. It can't be because there are too many bones, which are naturally produced. Su Chen was a little puzzled. The undead have always been the enemy of all life. The two have always been mutually exclusive. It is very strange for undead creatures to appear in the tribe of non-undead creatures. As his footsteps got closer and closer. Clatter. 3 skeleton monsters composed of various strange-shaped skeletons pushed away the bones pressed on the surface of the body. Stood up. The fire in the eye socket stared at Su Chen. Different from the skeleton monsters in the undead ruins, these 3 skeleton monsters are composed of beast bones. It looks completely different. Su Chen immediately checked the information panels of the 3 skeleton monsters in front of him. Puppet. Skeleton monster. Quality. None. Grade. 15. Physique. 2142. Agility. 1803. Mana. 2000. Skills. Undead / Dark Fire. Comment. Originally, it was just a pile of bones. Due to the erosion of some evil force, wisdom was born, and a body was assembled for itself according to the instinctive power of action. Puppet. Skeleton monster. Quality. None. Grade. 13. Physique. 1502. J. 1332. 1340. Mana. 2000. Skills. Undead / Dark Fire. Comment. Originally, it was just a pile of bones. Due to the erosion of some evil force, wisdom was born, and a body was assembled for itself according to the instinctive power of action. Puppet. Skeleton monster. Quality. 5. Level. 10. Physique. 952. Power. 892. Agility. 901. Mana. 2000. Skills. Undead / Dark Fire. Comment. Originally, it was just a pile of bones. Due to the erosion of some evil force, wisdom was born, and a body was assembled for itself according to the instinctive power of action. Puppet. Looking at this panel, Su Chen felt a little emotional. He knows all about monsters, alien beasts, and royal beasts. What is a puppet? Kaka. The three puppet skeleton monsters didn't want to explain, so they rushed over directly. Little raccoon, get rid of them. Su Chen came back to his senses and said. The little raccoon rushed out immediately, and kicked their heads one by one. The fire in the heads of the three skeleton puppets disappeared. Represents death. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills a level 15 puppet skeleton monster and gains some experience. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills a level 13 puppet skeleton monster and gains 0 experience points. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills a level 10 puppet skeleton monster and gains 0 experience points. 3 kill prompts appeared on the Beast Familiar panel. It is no different from when killing a monster, except that there is no experience. You don't even have any experience. Su Chen frowned slightly. What are these 3 skeletons? He walked up to a pile of bones and pushed all the bones down. Clatter. The hill of bones is scattered all over the place. A black stone suddenly appeared in front of Su Chen. Look at the stone in front of you. Su Chen narrowed his eyes slightly. The disgusting breath I sensed just now should be this thing. Standing in front of this black stone. He could clearly feel that the aura above was similar to the previous Skeleton King's crown. It's just that the Skeleton King's crown has a strong undead breath on it. And this one is, with an indescribable evil aura. Cursed Stone. Introduction. The stone was stained with the curse of the devil. It once witnessed the fall of the third layer abyssal monarch, the flame demon Kajur. It was stained with the evil nature of the devil, and at the same time, it also bred an extraordinary power. Cursed Stone, Lord of the Abyss. Looking at the above introduction, Su Chen frowned slightly. He had seen the word abyss in the introduction of the previous Skeleton King's crown. As for the devil, isn't the goblin priest in the novice secret realm blessed by the flame demon? So, I seem to have a fate with this flame demon. Although it is never mentioned in the textbook. But Su Chen has experienced 2 worlds after all, so naturally he has some guesses. The abyss should be a place like hell, the same as the blue star. It's just that it's not a Beastmaster living inside, but a demon. Equivalent to a more powerful World of Warcraft. Su Chen concluded, I just don't know whether these things from the abyss have already existed. It's just that everyone doesn't care much. Or it just appeared recently, so there are very few records about it. Either way, the current self is only a 2-star Beastmaster, and there is a tall man standing on top of it when the sky falls. Su Chen's eyes fell on the black stone. According to the introduction. In addition to being cursed, this black stone also conceived another force. Little raccoon, use the flame clearing ball to see if you can purify this stone. He said a little cautiously. If the flame clearing ball wiped out the black stone in front of him, then there was nothing worth studying. If you want to shake the curse on the black stone, that means that this kind of thing is not something that I can touch now. Simply leave directly, bury the hole and come back later. Yo, comma, the little raccoon called softly, motioning the master to move away. After Su Chen took a few steps back, it was a clear flame ball bombarding the black stone. However, the expected explosion did not happen. The flame-clearing ball seemed to be bombarded into a piece of stagnant water, and was directly absorbed into it. But the magic ball absorbed it. Qingyan, which has the effect of purifying the curse, has not been absorbed. Huff. Like fire meets diesel. As soon as Qingyan touched the stone, it immediately burst into flames. Directly cover the whole stone. Cece. It was like the sound of flames burning flesh and blood. In the induction of Su Chen, the disgusting aura on the black stone also became lighter. Efficient. He was overjoyed immediately, and continued, Little raccoon, continue to use the flame-clearing ball. The little raccoon is also unambiguous. One mouthful after another, the orbs were sprayed out. Under the continuous blessing of clear flames, the fire on the black stone grew stronger and stronger, illuminating the entire underground space. Gotcha! There was a crisp cracking sound. Little raccoon, stop attacking, Su Chen said. He looked into the shattered black stone with some curiosity. I saw a black scale about the size of a palm in a piece of gravel. Scales of the Flame Demon. Comment. As an epic level demon lord, the Flame Demon Kazisul has extremely strong magic power and flame magic, and each of its scales carries the blood and soul of the demon. The blood of the devil, and the soul. Su Chen was startled. Without waiting for him to react, a black light flew directly from the scales. There was only a small spot of black light. If it wasn't for Qing Yan's peripheral vision, he wouldn't have been able to spot it at all. This black light did not target Su Chen. Instead, it shot towards the little raccoon, and rushed into its head in an instant. 1. The little raccoon let out a cry of pain, and then lay down on the ground. The expression is painful. Su Chen immediately stepped forward to observe, but did not find any wounds. Devil's soul. Couldn't this be seizing house? Isn't this a bit too fantasy? Su Chen's face was ugly. Without hesitation, he directly poured all his spiritual power into the little raccoon. Once the flame demon succeeds in seizing the house, I'm afraid they all have an explanation here. Su Chen only felt that the scene in front of him seemed to be changing rapidly. Came to a bright space. This should be Shaoli's spiritual space. Compared to the last time, this place is much brighter. Last time, the little raccoon hadn't broken its shell yet. So it's white-gray. Now that the shell is broken, it will naturally change. Su Chen's gaze quickly scanned the bright space, and soon he found a fiery red little winged demon. At this time, it is chasing the little raccoon in the spiritual world. Although the little raccoon is agile, but the scope of mental space is limited after all. If this continues, sooner or later he will be caught. Flame Demon Kazur, an epic demon lord. Look at the vicious little devil. Su Chen couldn't help flashing a trace of doubt. But how do I feel? It seems to be very weak. I have always trusted my intuition. But now facing this legendary flame demon, his intuition told him to go straight up. Yo. When the little raccoon saw its master coming in, he hurriedly called for help. Su Chen was also unambiguous, and he was in front of the little devil in an instant. Ding! The little devil's red steel fork stuck into Su Chen's body. There was a sound of hard collision and a strong sense of shock, which almost made the steel fork in the little devil's hand slip down. It's really weak. Su Chen glanced at the red steel fork, and then grabbed the little devil with one hand. In the spiritual space, there is actually no fixed image. But when the mental strength is weak, when facing the strong. But it can be easily fabricated into various images. Su Chen kneaded the little devil into a ball and placed it in front of his eyes. Observe for a moment in disbelief. This guy is a devil, right? That's it. When the little devil wants to recover. He had just grown a foot, and was rubbed by Su Feng again. Severely reinforced spherical shape. Yo. Seeing that the master had subdued the demon, the little raccoon ran over excitedly. Jumping. Su Chen leaned over and patted the little raccoon's head, then set his sights on the devil ball in his hand. I still have to exit the mental space later. Naturally, this thing cannot be left here. So crush it directly. Like a balloon, the little devil exploded instantly under great force. Destroy the fragments of the remnant soul of the flame demon Kazisul, your mental power +5 level. An 833 prompt pops up suddenly. Su Chen froze for a moment, and immediately called out his own personal template. Beastmaster. Su Chen. Spiritual power. Level 40. Beast Royal Space. 2. Beast Royal. 2. Beast Familiar Black Dragon. Status, healthy, transforming. Family Beast Qingyan Fox Demon. Status, healthy. The mental power has been raised to level 40, and it really has been directly raised to level 5. Su Chen's breathing was a little short. The spiritual power of the Beastmaster is the fusion of all the levels of the Beastmaster. Haifeng's level is 27, Shaoli's level is 8, adding up to 35. And with the addition of 5 levels, it happens to be level 40. It doesn't seem like much. But don't forget, the spiritual power of a Beastmaster can hardly be improved. The so-called spiritual cultivation method is more used to feed back the beast and help the growth of the beast. But now, he actually found a way to increase his spiritual power. And it is directly promoted to 5 levels. If I tell this news, isn't it going to cause a public opinion explosion in Longwy? Wrong. Since I can encounter this item from the abyss, so can others. Perhaps there have been other Beastmasters who have encountered the soul fragments of the demon monarch, and they have long known that obliterating these soul fragments can increase spiritual power. Su Chen calmed down. The reason was not announced. Or it's because the benefits of increasing mental power are too great. The less one person knows, the less competition. Either it is almost only luck to get this kind of fragment, and no one has been able to pry open the door of the abyss yet. So it's useless even if it's published. It's better not to announce it. Whatever the reason, the stuff behind it is intriguing. I don't know when I will be able to meet the soul fragments of the flame demon. Speaking of which, I have a good relationship with this guy. Su Chen thought to himself. When I first became a Beastmaster, I met a follower of the flame demon. Not long after contracting the second beast familiar, he encountered the soul fragment of the flame demon again. If so, if you wait until you sign the third beast familiar, won't you still meet the flame demon himself? Ha ha ha. With a thought, after exiting the spiritual space, the first thing Su Chen saw was that the little raccoon was staring at the black scale viciously. Then he bit down hard. Now this black scale has lost all its magic. However, the little raccoon, who could easily crush the eggshell of Qingyan Fox demon egg, was crushed in front of this black scale. One bite almost broke my teeth. Lala, the little raccoon groaned twice, covering his mouth. Okay, that guy is dead, let's go. Su Chen chuckled and patted the little raccoon's head. The little raccoon nodded aggrievedly. Then he looked at the black scales behind him and thought for a moment. Or put it in your mouth and take it away. It's so hard, it's not bad to take it back to grind your teeth. Next morning, Su Chen woke up in a tent in the camp. Glanced at the time. It was almost noon. It's the first time I spent the night in the wild, and I'm not used to it. He got up slowly, feeling a little backache. Last night, after killing the Tauren tribe and that little devil by himself, it was late at night when we returned to the camp. However, Chu Shinin and the others did not rest, but were waiting for their return. It also moved Su Chen a little bit. Shu, unzip the tent and lift the curtain. A strong light pierced in. Su Chen narrowed his eyes slightly. Get out of the tent. It was not alone that he spent the night in the wild for the first time. The same goes for the other 4 guys. Mu Ranhao was better. But this kid also fought fiercely on the small mountain yesterday, and he was already exhausted. He's fast asleep now too. Yo. As soon as he saw his master coming out, the little raccoon ran over immediately. Su Chen held the little raccoon in his arms and patted his head. Thanks for your hard work. Last night, it was the night the little raccoon kept watch. The other 4 were already exhausted enough, so naturally they couldn't bear the vigil. With a thought, Su Chen put the little raccoon into the beast royal space. Let it rest for a while. Then, came to the small river in the camp. Quickly undressed, exposing a uniform tendon and 8-pack abs. Then Su Chen jumped straight down. Plop, there was a sound of falling water. He dived in the water for a while before he came up to show his head. I originally wanted to fight in the secret realm for 3 days, but now it seems a bit whimsical. Su Chen looked at the players who were still sleeping soundly, and felt the soreness on his body. Slightly wry smile. In fact, camping in the secret realm is much more difficult than he imagined. First, at home, I can get a good rest. Even if I am tired, I will recover the next day. But inside the tent, you can only sleep in a sleeping bag, so it's not easy to relax at all. In that cramped environment, except for the combat madness, it is estimated that most people cannot meet the standard of relaxation. Second, there are many monsters that come out at night to move around. If you camp in a secret realm, you must keep vigil. If you don't keep vigil, you may be attacked by monsters in the middle of the night. It was Xiao Tan who served as the night watch last night. Although it is said that the royal beast can stay up for several days, Su Chen feels distressed. It would be nice if the black wind was there. Let it vigil not feel bad. Certainly, in addition to these 2, there are many other inconveniences. For example, bathing, changing clothes, household garbage, fresh water supply, insufficient food, etc. It would be great if I could get a space-type Beastmaster, and it would be much more convenient to put all the things into the space. Su Chen thought about it. If you don't consider the space, then spending the night in the secret realm is actually the same as staying in the dormitory. Wouldn't it be okay to just bring a house in? It's a pity that the beasts that can master that power are basically legendary. Can't control it yet. Shoo. Another tent was pulled open. Bai Lingyao came out yawning and rubbed her hazy eyes. Saw Su Chen taking a bath in the river. Her eyes widened. Captain, aren't you cold? Although it is now May. But there is a cloudy wind blowing in this withered mountain range all year round, no different from the cold winter months. Cold water bath is good for maintaining physical fitness. Su Chen chuckled. Walking out of the river, his mental strength was swept away, and the water on his body dried up. Now his mental strength has reached level 40. In the past life, it can be regarded as possessing special functions. Get dressed neatly. The two started a bonfire again in the camp. The bonfire can not only be used for lighting and heating at night, but also can be used to attract monsters. Warcraft are good at killing by nature. If you encounter something like a bonfire, you will definitely come and have a look. The time came to noon. Chu Xinan, Mu Ranhao, and Gao Dahu also woke up. Everyone gathered around the bonfire, eating instant dry food. Captain, what is our leveling plan for today? Bai Lingyao asked curiously while eating the big cake. Yesterday, her 3-patterned chinchilla has been upgraded to level 5, far exceeding the original expectation. But in the team, it seems that she is the only one with the lowest level of beast control. Go to the depths of the withered mountains and continue looking for the Warcraft tribe. Su Chen is concise and to the point. Catch the Warcraft tribe to kill, not only because it can improve the efficiency of killing monsters. More because of his boosting halo. When he killed the withered Tauren on the small mountain yesterday, he directly turned on the boost halo. In addition to increasing combat effectiveness, it also adds an experience bonus to each beast. Starting from 5%, capped at 35%. Every time the quality of the Beastmaster is higher, there will be more experience bonuses. Inferior class is 5%, ordinary class is 10%, elite class is 15%. By analogy, it is not difficult to calculate that the bonus for the dark split leopard cat and other 4 beasts is 20%, and the bonus for the little raccoon is 25%. This bonus is indeed very powerful. But after all, it is only a B-level talent, and it is still fused. One big flaw is that this experience bonus is time-limited. Only 20 minutes in duration. And it can only be accepted once every 20 hours, basically once a day. So Su Chen would never directly activate the booster aura except when the battle was at its most intense moment. Since we want to pursue intense, the best way, of course, is to look for the horde of Warcraft and attack them like yesterday. I have already chosen the target. Su Chen took out the map, and his finger landed on a spot. Although this map was made a year ago, most of the monster tribes have already migrated, but I found a tribe of monsters that doesn't like to move. Everyone looked at Su Chen's fingers. Withered Giant Worm Warcraft Horde. Level 8 to 15. This tribe is stronger than the Withered Tauren tribe, but not by much. Just as today's goal, Su Chen explained. Good idea. Everyone nodded. After a day of fighting yesterday, Su Chen's right to speak in their hearts has reached its peak. Naturally, there is no objection to the arrangement of the battle plan. After tidying up the camp, the 5 of them set off towards the depths of the Withered Mountains. The landforms in the depths of the Blight Mountains are very different from those in the outskirts. There are more hills and slopes around the mountains. But when you get to the depths, there are so many cliffs. If you don't ride a beast, it's very difficult to advance inside the mountains. Your Imperial Beast Qingyan Fox Demon kills the level 9 monster Withered Mountain Ape and gains experience 2731. Your Beast Qingyan Fox Demon kills the level 9 Warcraft Withered Kuiju, gaining experience 269. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills level 10 Warcraft Withered Cat Demon and gains experience 265. Opening square bracket comma closing square bracket. There are more monsters in the depths than in the periphery. Almost every few steps, there will be monsters slowing down. However, When Su Chen called out the little raccoon guards, these monsters basically came to deliver food. After jumping out, in addition to providing the little raccoon with experience and attribute points. Basically no other effect. According to the map, this is here. A group of people rode the royal beast and climbed a relatively steep mountain. Su Chen looked down, but frowned slightly. The place where the giant wither worm lives is a huge dead forest. These monsters are not bulky, but they are lazy by nature, and they like to lie on their stomachs all year round. And once it's time to act, a long trail of slime is left in the path behind it. But looking at the dead forest now, it seems that there are no traces of these guys' actions. Boss, did the group of monsters also migrate away? Chu Xinan asked with some doubts. On the road just now, the boss also talked to them about the characteristics of giant worms. So she also has some understanding of these monsters. It shouldn't be, these worm monsters are lazy by nature, and generally speaking, they don't migrate. Could it be that he was intercepted and killed by other Beastmasters in advance? Su Chen touched his chin, and finally decided, let's go in and have a look first. Even those giant worms migrate or get killed. However, the environment inside the withered mountain range is harsh, and such a good withered forest will definitely attract other tribes of Warcraft. After a group of people entered the dead woods, drill down quickly. It didn't take long for Su Chen to notice a shallow trace. There's something wrong here. Su Chen walked under a dead tree, knelt down and picked up the soil on the ground. These are all new soil, just buried no more than one phase. There are monsters. Everyone gathered around. Su Chen picked up a small stone, and crushed it into pieces with a little effort. The interior of the stone is still riddled with corrosion. He immediately had an answer in his mind. Only the slime left by withered giant worms can have this kind of corrosion effect that cannot be seen from the outside. Judging from the traces of progress, these giant worms obviously drilled into the ground from here, and it was already a month ago. I don't remember giant worms having a habit of living underground. Su Chen frowned slightly, and there is no royal beast in the team that can burrow into the ground. If you use a powerful output skill like Haifeng, it's okay, it can bake cracks in the ground and force the monsters out. But it's still changing now, so naturally it can't come. Go deeper. He stood up and continued. Originally Su Chen thought, these withered giant worms were killed by other Beastmasters, or migrated. But now it seems that it is not at all. If it is intercepted and killed by other Beastmasters, then the giant worms in the dry forest are either left with 2 or 3 big and small cats, or they are directly replaced by other monsters. If it is migrated, then it is bound to be impossible to leave traces of activities within a month. Able to change the lifestyle of these withered giant worms in a powerful way, and also make them stay here, just burrow into the ground to survive. It means that some kind of accident must have happened in this dead forest. And this kind of accident, it is very likely that it was brought by other Warcraft. Su Chen already had some guesses in his heart. It didn't take long to go deeper. They have made a new discovery. Some things that look like giant carnivorous mosses are attached to some dead trees or the ground. Hey, what is this? Bai Yao walked up curiously, and even picked up a branch and poked it. Su Chen walked in front of these fleshy mosses, and speculated, if I'm not wrong, these should be the corpses of withered giant worms. The corpse of a giant wither worm. All the contents inside have been absorbed, leaving only a mummy leather case. Mummy holster. Bai Yao only felt her scalp tingling. Hastily threw away the branch in his hand, and stepped back vigorously. It's nothing to kill Warcraft, I'm used to it. But facing disgusting things like mummy skins, she only felt disgusted. Thinking of it, I poked it curiously with a branch. Goosebumps suddenly appeared on my body. Things like this are food for other monsters. The reason why they were not taken away is probably because they are afraid of the new owner in the withered forest, so they dare not come here. Su Chen chuckled. It seems that my guess is more and more correct. It was because a new resident came to this withered forest that caused the change of the withered giant worm. Just don't know what the hell this new resident is. Logically speaking, even if the giant wither worm can't beat it, it can still run away. Why do you live so humbly underground? Go inside again. The number of carnivorous mosses is increasing. There is almost no land on the ground, all are floor tiles, paved with fleshy moss. Stepping on it is extremely soft. Don't talk about Bai Lingyao now. Even Chu Xinan, Gao Dahu and Mu Ranhao felt their scalps tingling. That means Su Chen can get used to it a little bit. In addition to these, there are also a large number of white spider webs wrapped around dead trees. These spider webs are not waste, but a huge network, fully covering several dead trees. Su Chen threw a stone over. But it didn't break, but was directly stuck to the spider web. Suddenly, the spider web began to vibrate. A yellow-brown giant spider monster that was almost integrated with the dead tree rushed towards them quickly. It turned out to be a group of spiders. No wonder there are so many strange mummy skins left behind. Seeing the spider monster rushing over, Su Chen's eyes lit up. For so long in the dry woods, it can be regarded as finding the culprit who devoured so many worm corpses. Warcraft. Dead spider monster. Quality. Common Qian Deshao level. Grade. Grade 11. Physique. 1330. Mana. 2500. Skills. Jet spider silk, death spider venom, bite. Evaluation. The powerful race in the Withered Mountains, due to its huge appetite and terrifying reproduction speed, it has the characteristics of frequent migration, and only needs a few sporadic numbers. It is enough to breed an ethnic group in a short period of time in a place with sufficient food. Is this the guy who brought those withered giant worms underground? Bai Lingyao asked. Those mummy skins disgusted her before, but now she is naturally upset to see the culprit. Su Chen nodded. That's right. No wonder those giant worms are all running underground. He also has some understanding of this guy who reproduces extremely fast. Death spider venom has the effect of delaying death and manipulating actions. Those worms are probably already poisoned. Movement is out of control, so stay here. Little raccoon. Su Chen called out. The little raccoon immediately spat out a clear flame ball. In an instant, the head of the dead spider monster was bombed, and then Qingyan directly wrapped it up. The headless spider monster was still struggling crazily. It's a pity that it was directly burned to ashes, and it was useless at all. Your beast Qingyan Fox monster kills level 11 Warcraft Death Spider monster, gaining experience 3281. The experience bar is full. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon has been upgraded to level 9. A lot of withered tauren were killed yesterday. In addition to today's few, it directly raised the little raccoon to a level. I'm about to enter the territory of the dead spider monster, everyone is ready to fight. The physique and strength of these spider monsters are low, but their agility is high, and they must be dismantled to completely kill Pai. Su Chen exhorted. Clear. The four also nodded cautiously. The spider monster just now lost its head and was still struggling. Visible tenacity. Dead spider monster. This is the first monster that Su Chen has seen in the Withered Mountains that is not prefixed with withered. And this can also explain the unique characteristics of this kind of warcraft. The characteristics of ultra-high-speed reproduction and frequent migration are enough to explain their dominance. Little raccoon. Su Chen called softly. The little raccoon also understood in seconds, and directly used the flame-clearing ball to burn the spider web in front of him. On the territory of these dead spider monsters, visible to the naked eye, there are spider webs everywhere, and some even wrap hundreds of dead trees like curtains. With a large number of cobwebs being burned, more and more dead spider monsters also appeared, staring at them eagerly. Lots of spiders. The four of them became vigilant. As far as the eye can see, there is a dead spider monster on almost every 3 dead trees. Now is not as favorable as yesterday. Face so many monsters. It will inevitably make them a little nervous. Su Chen just chuckled, and said lightly, "Don't worry, these spiders will not move much on the ground without their webs. If not agile, they are not as good as yesterday's withered tauren." This sentence is not comforting. But it is what it is. The characteristics of the dead spider monster are very strong, and it can almost be called a zerg, in a certain sense. But after all, they are also monsters in the novice secret realm. No matter how powerful they are, they still have shortcomings, otherwise the entire secret realm would have been occupied by them. At the heart of this shortcoming is the cobweb. Without the spider web, the combat power of the death spider is equivalent to being cut off by half. And the little raccoon's clear flame. It is the biggest nemesis of these spider webs. Hiss. See the intruders continually burn their webs. The spider monsters screamed angrily, and finally rushed up uncontrollably. The more the cobweb is burned, they have less living space. Now they have dominated the entire dry forest, how could they bear such bullying? But Su Chen ignored them. Continue to let the little raccoon clean up the cobwebs. Dead spider monsters are also capable of spinning silk fast. It must be faster than the speed at which they spin silk to ensure continuous pressing. Xiaoxi, go! Seeing the dead spider monsters approaching, Chu Xinan immediately gave a soft shout. The dark cracked leopard cat rushed up directly. Now that the dark cracked leopard cat, which has reached level 6, has self-evident attack power, it is naturally not afraid of these spider monsters at all. Dabai, Slate, Chilong. The other three were also unambiguous, and immediately called their imperial beasts to rush forward to kill the enemy. The battle is on the verge of breaking out. It was obviously a large group of dead spider monsters, but they were directly suppressed by the 4 royal beasts. The dark split leopard cat and the red training snake demon have the fastest killing speed, is followed by Slate Bear. As for Bai Lingyao's 3-striped chinchilla, the more important role is to replenish the strength of the 3 imperial beasts, and from time to time, they also rush up to give a paw. These dead spider monsters are just like what the boss said. Without the spider webs, they are not as powerful as yesterday's level 8 withered tauren. Chu Xinan watched as the dark cracked leopard cat started killing among the dead spider monsters. Listening to kill prompts and experience tension. I was also very happy in my heart. The boss deserves to be the boss. The chosen leveling place is always so suitable, this is more comfortable than killing those withered tauren yesterday. But Su Chen didn't tell her. If not for these dead spider monsters, killing giant blight worms is much more comfortable and much more enjoyable. The kind that explodes. The killing has been going on. But without the little raccoon to participate in the battle, although the 4 imperial beasts were very brave at the beginning. But as time goes by, more and more dead spider monsters join the battlefield. They are also a little overwhelmed. Captain, it seems a bit troublesome. Mu Ranhao looked at the spider monsters who were getting more and more fierce vigilantly, and said in his mouth. There are too many spider monsters. Their royal beasts were beaten back steadily, if it wasn't for Yuan Totoro's healing ability. I am afraid that they will all be defeated directly. Don't panic, Su Chen replied lightly. He looked at the dead tree that was almost burnt out in front of him, and finally set his sights on the spider monster in front of him. Just now has not shot. It is to solve the spider silk and dead trees on the battlefield. As long as there are no dead trees, these dead spider monsters will naturally not be able to spin webs. Then in front of the little raccoon, it can only be a lamb waiting to be slaughtered. Little raccoon, kill them as quickly as possible. Su Chen touched the little raccoon's head and said. Yo. The little raccoon nodded and rushed out in an instant. The originally unbearable situation was reversed instantly after it joined. Your beast Qingyun Fox monster kills a level 13 monster death spider monster, gaining experience 362. Your Beastmaster Qingyun Fox demon kills a level 12 Warcraft death spider monster, gaining experience 341. Your Beastmaster Qingyun Fox demon kills level 10 Warcraft death spider monster, gaining experience 301. A large number of dead spider monsters fell in front of the little raccoon. Let alone Chu Xinan and others. Even the 4 imperial beasts were stunned. It took a while to react, and quickly joined the battlefield to continue fighting. Su Chen also didn't rest, constantly extracting attributes. BB. Successful extraction, get 38 points of constitution. Successful extraction, get 42 points of magic power. Successful extraction, get 43 points of magic power. Opening square bracket comma closing square bracket. I don't know if it's because there are too few magical beasts in the Withered Mountains. It's hard to come across some now. Most of the extracted attributes are actually magic power. This is also good, just to add something to the little raccoon. Su Chen chuckled, and enchanted all these light spheres into the little raccoon's body. Because I couldn't draw any magic power before. So in the case of frequent use of Qingyun, the little raccoon's mana reserves are basically exhausted. Now that he finally has the magic power attribute, it is natural to replenish it properly. Bang bang. After the magic power is sufficient, the little raccoon is also not polite. One after another flame-clearing balls spit out from its mouth, as long as they are contaminated, these dead spider monsters will be directly burned to ashes. Under such massacres, the number of dead spider monsters on the battlefield began to drop sharply. Suddenly there were bursts of sharp screams in the spider area. Hiss! The sharp cry made the 5 Beastmasters slightly absent-minded. Then these spider monsters also took advantage of this gap and receded directly like the tide. Are you running so fast? Su Chen was also surprised. Unexpectedly, these dead spider monsters are quite expert in escaping, and they can suddenly burst out at such a fast speed. Watch them all run to places with cobwebs and dead trees. Su Chen narrowed his eyes slightly. These monsters, don't they think that with the spider webs and dead trees, they can be protected? Little raccoon, clean up the cobwebs and dead trees first, and advance step by step. Su Chen said decisively. As long as there is no assistance from the spider web, the battle of these dead spider monsters will go to heaven. There is simply no basis for it. And once these dead spider monsters are entrenched in the spider web, under the siege of so many spider monsters, even Su Chen didn't dare to say that the little raccoon would be able to escape unscathed. Yo-yo, the little raccoon continuously sprayed out the flame-clearing ball. After the battle just now, the magic power in its body is full, enough to be squandered. But these dead spider monsters are also masters. None of them dared to approach, and they backed away when they saw the spider webs being burned. Don't dare to rush out of the spider web to deal with them. The angry little raccoon thought that he had done a useless effort, and sprayed a few clear flames at them. Killed a few spider monsters to vent their anger. Ignore them and keep burning. Su Chen said. So what if these guys don't come out? Although the dead forest is very large, its area is limited after all. If it doesn't work, burn the whole forest with clear flames, and then take down these spider monsters. The other 4 imperial beasts are also jilling. From time to time, just rush in and kill a spider monster or 2, then run out again. These spider monsters are not chasing, nor are they not chasing. If you chase it, the white-haired fox has already burned the cobwebs and dead trees, and it is dangerous to go out. If you don't chase, being teased like this makes them feel aggrieved. Hiss! A howling sound suddenly resounded from the depths of the dry forest. The dead spider monsters who were flustered suddenly seemed to have a backbone and quieted down one after another. I saw a giant spider monster as tall as a person. He charged aggressively. As soon as they met, they sprayed out a cloud of spider silk liquid and attacked Su Chen and others. The little raccoon saw it. Immediately spit out several flame-clearing balls, directly burning these spider threads. The boss is out. They all shivered. Did it come so fast? Su Chen was a little surprised. Usually when strangling the Warcraft tribe, the leader level is the last to come out. He adjusted the panel of the giant spider in front of him. Warcraft. Death Spider Mother. Quality. Elite. Level 15. Physique. 2310. J. 2213. Agility. 2501. Mana. 7000. Skills. Spraying spider silk, death spider venom, bite. Evaluation. The leader level Warcraft of the dead spider monster family, with its strong reproductive ability, it is the most critical point in the whole group. Because of the spider mother, it has unparalleled control over the entire group. No matter how many spider monsters, it can be easily replenished after death, so don't try to provoke it, otherwise you will become the enemy of the entire group of dead spider monsters. Mother Death Spider. Looking at this introduction, the whole group is probably protruding from it, right? Su Chen looked at the panel of the spider mother, and his eyes lighted up slightly. Have unparalleled control over the entire group. Wouldn't it be possible to directly order this group of spider monsters to rush out and die? Hiss! At this time, the death spider mother was already angry, and kept attacking Su Chen and the others. However, they were all resisted by the Beastmasters. When the little raccoon was about to kill this ugly, hairy fellow, Su Chen sudden. Then he shouted, "Little raccoon, destroy the 8 legs of that spider mother, don't kill it yet. He wants to test it. If this spider mother is angered, will other dead spider monsters rush out and besiege them? If it is like this, then don't write about slowly burning spider webs and dead wood, and forcing these spider monsters step by step." Yo-yo, there was a hint of doubt in the little raccoon's cry. I don't understand why the master doesn't let it kill the ugly guy in front of him. But since the master said not to kill, then don't kill them. The little raccoon rushed towards the spider mother. A mouthful of flame-clearing ball was spit out and hit one of its legs directly. The spider's legs are very thin, but they have a lot of sharp hairs and a carapace to protect the bones. If it was an ordinary attack, it might not be able to break its legs. But the little raccoon's flame-clearing ball has vibration characteristics, and under the large-scale output of magic power, it can directly pierce armor. Just hear a click. The venom that was supposed to be sprayed on the little raccoon was misdirected and sprayed on the spider monster beside him. Corrode them directly. What a terrible spider venom. Seeing this scene, everyone was speechless. Only Su Chen's attention is not here, but on the beast control panel. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon assists in attacking and killing level 11 Warcraft Death Spider Monster, gaining experience 79. Your Beast Qingyan Fox Demon assists in attacking and killing level 13 monsters and dead spider monsters, gaining experience 103. 2 kill prompts appear. This is obviously not aimless. Is this counted as an assist kill? Su Chen looked at the 2 spider monsters who were unlucky enough to be corroded by the spider mother's spider venom. It feels a little funny. It turns out that the teammate may not be the Imperial Beast, but a monster. Hiss. The Death Spider Mother was angry, and her sharp screams were filled with pain. Just for a while, the little raccoon has broken its 3 legs. How could the Spider Mother of her dignified Death Spider Monster group be so humiliated? Never let go of this little thing in front of you. When the dead spider monsters heard the call of the Spider Mother, they were still a little scared, and their eyes turned red. They swarmed up and tried to attack the little raccoon. It's a pity that without the blessing of spider webs, their speed is like a turtle's speed in the eyes of the little raccoon. It was easy to dodge the attack. Then proceed to attack the spider mother's spider legs. Gotcha, gotcha. Every time a flame-clearing ball is spit out, it means that the spider mother will lose a leg. If a clear flame ball is shot crookedly, it's fine. That's the second one. After all the legs of the death spider mother were broken, the little raccoon ran back. And the other dead spider monsters rushed out bravely. Great opportunity. Seeing this, everyone's eyes brightened. They all looked at Su Chen. These spider monsters have all run out, isn't that a pile of experience? Let's start. Su Chen licked his lips. The amplifying halo is used at this time. This death spider mother can be regarded as the biggest contributor to this battle. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon is blessed by the amplification halo. Combat strength plus 20%, experience acquisition rate plus 25%. Beast Familiar Dark Crack Leopard Cat of the same side is blessed by the amplification halo, combat power plus 20%, experience acquisition rate plus 20%. The 3-striped Totoro from the same party is blessed by the amplification halo, combat power plus 20%, experience gain rate plus 20%. Same side. The effect of the amplified halo is invisible to the other 4. Only the royal beasts can feel the difference. For the blessing ability that I have experienced once when dealing with the withered Tauren yesterday. The 4 imperial beasts are no strangers either. Feeling the growing power in the body, one by one is eager to try. After the little raccoon let out a large number of spider monsters, he turned around and rushed into the group of spider monsters. A large number of kill prompts came. The experience bar rose whizzingly. Su Chen, on the other hand, quickly extracted attributes as a logistical supplement for the little raccoon. Successful extraction, gain 34 points of agility. Successful extraction, get 36 magic power factory points. Successful extraction, get 47 points of magic power. Opening square bracket closing square bracket. Smoke and smoke. His eyes suddenly fell on the death spider mother. By the way, I almost forgot about you. Su Chen reached out to the spider mother again. The 5 light clusters fell directly in front of him. 4 of them are magic. There is only 1 skill. Successful extraction, get skills. Rare. Su Chen showed a smile. But at this moment, the eyes of the death spider mother changed. The anger of being knocked off 8 legs, now seeing his sons being slaughtered continuously. And now I have less magic power in my body. Make it completely flustered. This group of intruders seemed to be different from the ones they encountered before. I don't know what this skill does. Su Chen set his sights on the skill light sphere. The information introduction will soon be presented in front of you. Scream. Make a sharp scream with magic power, which can disturb the enemy's thinking and have a chance to cause fear effect. This skill is fine. Looking at the introduction, his eyes suddenly brightened. Compared with the skill, Stomp, obtained from the Withered Tauren before, this skill is not known to be much better. Without hesitation, he directly enchanted this skill to the little raccoon. The little raccoon who was spawning monsters only felt a surge of information rushing into his mind, and paused for a moment. Then suddenly he raised his head to the sky and howled. Yo yo! This time the cry was sharper than usual. Su Chen looked at the dead spider monsters beside the little raccoon. In their eyes, it turned out to be a somewhat humanized look of fear. Straight away he fell to the ground. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon uses the skill, Scream, to cause a fear effect on the death spider monster of level 13 monsters. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon uses the skill, Apex, to cause fear effect on level 12 monster dead spider monsters. Opening square bracket comma closing square bracket. As the effect so obvious, Su Chen was a little surprised. Those dead spider monsters were in a battle mode controlled by the spider mother just now. So scared, it seems that the fear effect is indeed powerful. As for the cause of the fear, it's not because of the distance, nor because of the level, it can only be because of strength. He guessed in his heart. There is a certain probability of causing a fear effect. But Su Chen didn't think that after mastering this skill by a level 1 Beastmaster, he could directly fear a level 100 monster. The key to this, the high probability, is because of strength. The little raccoon is much stronger than these magical beasts, so the probability of causing fear is greater. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills level 13 Warcraft Death Spider Monster, gaining experience 364. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon assists in attacking and killing level 12 Warcraft Death Spider Monster, gaining experience 189. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills the 10th level Warcraft Death Spider Monster, and gains experience 2891. The kill prompt keeps popping up. The battle continued to enter a fiery state. Although the strength of the dead spider monster on the ground is not as good as that of the Withered Tauren, the experience that should be given is still given. Under the frantic slaughter of the little raccoon, the level is also rising steadily. Experience bar is full. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox monster level has been raised to level 10. Experience bar is full. Your Beast Familiar Qingyan Fox Demon level has been raised to level 11. You have reached the 11th level directly. As for the other beasts, levels are also improved. After all, their level is lower than that of raccoons, and they need less experience. The condition for a 3-star Beastmaster is to have a 3-star Beastmaster above level 30, and a Beastmaster above 10th level with 1-star strength. Now, it seems that you only need to wait for Haifeng to transform and upgrade to level 30, and you can directly become a 3-star Beastmaster. Su Chen thought about it. 3-star Beastmaster. Generally, it gradually begins to appear after the freshmen spend the first semester of their freshman year. After all, St. Ray College is also one of the 4 famous schools. There are hundreds of millions of college graduates in Longguo, but the total number of graduates who can enter the 4 famous schools is no more than 10,000. Everyone is a 1 in a million kind. And it took only a few days for me to come to St. Thunder Academy, and I had the qualification of a 3-star Beastmaster. Seemingly, accidentally refreshed the record. Double S level talent, really terrifying. He took a deep breath in his heart. Scary, really scary. Hiss. As the battle continued, many dead spider monsters showed signs of fear. He began to neigh anxiously, although they surrender to the majesty of the spider mother. But when falling into this kind of massacre level situation, it is inevitable that there will still be fear. Such a terrifying enemy is like a god of death. Where is this fight? It is clearly to die. Roar. A low growl from the death spider mother. The dead spider monsters, who were still a little scared at first, suddenly stopped. Then it screamed crazily, and attacked even more crazily. It seems that they want to completely tear the enemy in front of them into pieces. It's a pity in front of absolute strength. Such anger is nothing but impotent rage. Speaking of which, this group of guys is indeed not simple. Looking at the battle situation, Chu Shinan sighed slightly. if it weren't for the obvious shortcomings of these dead spider monsters. With this crazy attack method, this group of monsters would be a bit too strong. A monster that can reproduce quickly and can completely obey the leader's orders. Once there is no disadvantage limit. That's a complete disaster. But with such a powerful limitation of spider webs here, they suddenly changed from the potential of natural disasters to piles of experience. From the beginning of the battle to the present, her dark split ocelot has been upgraded again, reaching level 7. Like a dream, there seems to be something wrong with this dead gray spider mother. Su Chen said suddenly. What? The other 4 were taken aback. After the dead gray spider mother roared just now, there were some slight tremors on the ground. Didn't you find out? Su Chen squatted down, put his hands on the ground and said. The ground trembles. The 4 frowned and were about to check. Suddenly, the ground trembled violently. Rumbling. Pieces of soil cracked. It was as if the whole earth was shaking. What happened? Bai Lingyao wanted to stand firm, but then she was taken aback. Then, what is that? Her eyes widened and she almost spit it out. I saw huge worms crawling out from the ground. Some of these worms were covered with pustules, some were colorful, and some were even left in half. The limbs are stiff, like a zombie. Su Chen immediately fixed his eyes on them and inspected the panels. Warcraft. Blight giant worm. Quality. Inferior. Level 10. Physique. 1252. Agility. 849. Magic. 0. Skills. Jumping heavy, devour. Introduction. The monster that has been entrenched in the withered mountains for a long time has a strong physical body, is lazy by nature, and does not like to move. Because the liquid and meat in its body are poisonous, coupled with its powerful strength, there are few natural enemies. Status. Not dead. Warcraft. Blight giant worm. Quality. Inferior. Grade. Grade 12. Physique. 1652. Agility. 883. Magic. 0. Skills. Jumping heavy pressure, devouring. Introduction. The monster that has been entrenched in the withered mountains for a long time has a strong physical body, is lazy by nature, and does not like to move. Because the liquid and meat in its body are poisonous, coupled with its powerful strength, there are few natural enemies. Status. Not dead. These giant wither worms, something is wrong. Su Chen's expression was a little serious. For this kind of new things that pop up suddenly, he is usually the most vigilant. Wither giant worms, of course he understands. But the current information panel of these guys made him a little confused. Why is it so important to emphasize a state of undead? Animated monsters. Are they still dead? Captain, I heard that some insect-type monsters will lay their eggs in the body of their prey. But it will not kill the prey, but use the body temperature of the prey to hatch. After the hatching is complete, the monster that comes out of the egg will eat up the prey from the inside. Mu Ranhao said with a pale face. Although he usually has a cold face. But seeing these disgusting things, I still feel a little sick to my stomach. Hatch eggs with prey. Su Chen looked at these withered giant worms with incomparably weird looks, and his expression changed slightly. This death spider mother is really ruthless. No wonder these giant wither worms burrowed into the ground instead of leaving directly. Now it seems, I'm afraid they have all been controlled by spider mothers laying eggs and using toxins. The last value of their lives. It's just waiting for the dead gray spider monster cubs to hatch, and then be eaten clean from their bodies. Roar. As soon as the giant wither worm appeared, it roared at Su Chen and his group. Little raccoon, get rid of these withered giant worms first. Su Chen ordered decisively. The dead gray spider monster lost his mind. But the dead gray spider mother must not have lost her mind. At this last moment, these withered giant worms were called over. Obviously it's a whole card. Not to be underestimated. Yo-yo. The little raccoon let out a soft cry, and rushed towards the nearest withered giant worm. A clear flame ball was spit out. It blatantly bombarded the body of this worm, and instantly sank into its body. But that's not all. The flames in the magic ball are like tarsal maggots, instantly enveloping the entire withered giant worm. A big fire was burning, constantly licking its flesh and blood. The giant withered worm roared twice in pain, but the sounds were filled with endless weakness. There was even a hint of relief. Your Imperial Beast Qingyan Fox Demon kills a level 12 monster withered giant worm, gaining experience 3291. Wither giant worms are dead. But the burning of Qingyan continued, and the fire did not stop. Hiss! Painful and anxious cries came from the corpse of the withered giant worm. Su Chen just watched quietly. He knew it wasn't over yet. Sure enough, more kill prompts gradually popped up from the beast control panel. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills the 6th level Warcraft Death Spider Monster Cub, gaining experience 145. Your Beast Qingyan Fox Monster kills the 5th level Warcraft Death Spider Monster Cub, gaining experience 129. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills the 7th level Warcraft Death Spider Monster Cub, gaining experience 168. Closing square bracket. These are the newly born or unhatched spider monster cubs inside the withered giant worm. Although they are carried inside, they have no combat power. But there are rewards after killing. Seeing that a lot of experience was recorded, Su Chen looked at those withered giant worms with something different in Shendu's eyes. He knew what the Death Spider Mother was doing calling these giant worms. It is nothing more than the time when the mountains and rivers are at the end of the river, and we can only add the last bit of combat power. But for Su Chen, it's not the Dead Spider Mother's whole card, but piles of walking experience. This Death Spider Mother is a good person. Su Chen couldn't help but sigh with emotion. Before dying, I have to call all these experiences. The little raccoon spits out the flame-clearing ball very fast. After a while, several withered death worms were burned to death. The experience bar whizzed up. But the Death Spider Mother summoned these worms not only to deliver food to prolong the death time. Only a loud bang was heard. A hole was directly blasted on the body of a withered giant worm. A large number of dead spider monster cubs slipped out of the opening, and stood up with difficulty. This cub is very adaptable. Even if he just came out not long ago, he can quickly adapt to the life outside, and has a certain fighting ability. Pity. This, quick adaptation, works well at other times, but only now. Boom. Oh oh oh. 3 rounds of flame-clearing balls directly bombarded them. 2 of these spider monster cubs just came out were burned off, and 1 was directly stuffed into the opening made by the withered giant worm. The fire burned instantly. Your Beast Qingyan Fox Monster kills the 6th level Warcraft Death Spider Monster Cub, gaining experience 143. Your Imperial Beast Qingyan Fox Demon kills the 5th level Monster Dead Spider Monster Cub, and gains experience 1311. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills the 7th level Warcraft Death Spider Monster Cub, gaining experience 175. Another large number of kill tips and experience were recorded. The only pity is that this withered giant worm died when its opening was broken. Does not count towards kill experience. Su Chen thought with some dissatisfaction. Randomly warned again. Little raccoon, speed up, don't let those few withered giant worms be killed by the spider monster cubs. Yo-yo, the little raccoon nodded, and the speed of spraying the flame-clearing ball became faster. My own figure also quickly flashed among these worms, and the clear flames on the small claws were also drawn directly on them. In an instant, several piles of bonfires were lit. All of this was seen by the Death Spider Mother. Hiss! It stared at the little raccoon and Su Chen angrily. If eyes could kill, these 2 guys would have died thousands of times already. Except anger. And fear. The current situation is absolutely certain for it. And the fear of death. It is far inferior to the fear of waiting to die like this now. The experience value is full. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon has been upgraded to level 12. Experience is full. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon has been upgraded to level 13. As the withered giant worms and the spider monster cubs inside them were burned to ashes by the clear flame, a large amount of experience is recorded, and the experience bar grows at a speed visible to the naked eye. The little raccoon also rose from level 11 to level 13 step by step. The withered giant worms summoned by the Death Spider Mother played GG like this. Including the spiderling baby inside. Some have not yet opened their eyes, and they are turned into a mass of ashes. Level 13 in 2 days, this speed is not too slow compared to when Black Wind was cultivated. Su Chen thought to himself. When cultivating Black Wind, he was basically either fighting monsters or on the way to fight monsters. And when raising the cubs, on the contrary, there are more leisure time. Moreover, the Black Wind's dragon breath can be continuously output, which is equivalent to area damage. The Little Raccoon's flame clearing ball is more inclined to single target damage. Both have pros and cons. The efficiency of the upgrade is naturally different. Hiss. Seeing that all her offspring were almost gone, the Death Spider Mother finally roared again. But this time, it was not to continue fighting. Instead, run away. There are not many dead spider monsters left, after hearing this roar. The desire to fight in his eyes disappeared instantly. Scattered and fled directly. It seems that I have given up resistance. Su Chen's eyes fell on the dead spider mother. Little Raccoon, burn that spider mother. This big spider has no effect. As for the escaped spider monster, without the aid of spider webs, their speed is not fast. The dark split leopard cat and the red training snake monster reacted the fastest, and immediately chased after them. The death spider mother's defense is still very good. The whole body is protected by carapace. It's a pity that the Little Raccoon's flame clearing ball has a high single target attack power, and it also has an armor piercing effect. After a few shots, it will make it rise to heaven with hatred. Your beast Qingyan Fox Demon kills the 15th level Warcraft Death Spider Mother, gaining experience 7421. A kill prompt pops up. A group of dead spider monsters who were running away. Due to the death of the spider mother, the order to escape in all directions was forcibly cancelled. The statue froze immediately. It took a while to react, and looked at the 5 imperial beasts chasing and killing them in shock. Keep running. However, their speed was not fast, and with such a stagnation, they were killed a lot. Great, my dark split ocelot has been upgraded to level 8. Look at the prompt on the beast control panel, and the white light emanating from the dark cracked leopard cat. Chu Shinan said excitedly. When she first entered the secret realm, her Beastmaster was only level 4. Then yesterday it was raised by 2 levels, and today it was raised by 2 levels again, directly becoming level 8. How can you not be excited? Such an upgrade speed is not worth mentioning for Su Chen. But such an upgrade speed. Putting it outside is already considered the top of the top. My 3-patterned chinchilla is already level 7, 503. Bai Ling Yao also said with surprise. Auxiliary Beastmasters are actually not easy to upgrade. Because their abilities cannot cause a fatal blow to Warcraft, the team is very important to Bai Ling Yao. Now that she can be promoted step by the captain, she is already very satisfied. Except for the 2 of them. Gao Dahu also had a silly smile on his face. Mu Ranhao's cold face could hardly be maintained anymore. Looking at his red-trained snake demon, he showed a smile uglier than crying. This group of dead spider monsters. The combat effectiveness is low, but the average level is 12. Naturally, everyone has gained a lot. Then continue to drive to the depths of the mountains to see if we can meet other tribes of Warcraft. Su Chen said. The original 3 days have now passed more than half. This last day cannot be wasted. Yes, all 4 were in high spirits and nodded one after another. Su Chen waved his hand. Let's go. Looking into the depths of the withered mountains. The eyes of the 4 were full of fire. Although he was already a little tired, he didn't have such strong mental strength as Su Chen. But still gritted their teeth and continued marching into the depths of the withered mountains. This was the first time for their team to enter the secret realm for leveling, but it had already left a very deep impression on the 4 of them. Actually, for most people, upgrading is the hardest part. Most of the Beast Masters. It is very likely that he has been killed in the secret realm for several months before he was promoted by a level or 2. In these few months, not only is life inconvenient, but life may even be in danger at any time. Not to mention, just raising 1 or 2 levels, unless it is a broken star, otherwise the effect is minimal. Eating, drinking and having fun in the real world, when you is in his arms. Or are you working hard in the secret realm, risking your life to kill monsters? Faced with these 2 choices, if there is no person with great perseverance and boldness, how could it be possible to make up your mind to reject all kinds of temptations and concentrate on leveling? For the 4 of Chu Shinan, they are the special enrollment of St. Ray University. It can be said that they are only 1 out of 10 million people. Who doesn't have great perseverance? Now following the captain and having such a good opportunity to level up, how could he release Lien because of physical exhaustion? Even if his leg is broken, he probably has to grit his teeth and keep up. Your Beast Qingyan Fox Demon assists in attacking and killing a level 14 monster Withering Monster, gaining experience 252. Your Beast Qingyan Fox Demon kills the 15th level Warcraft Withered Mountain Demon, gaining experience 429. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills level 15 Warcraft Withered Cat Demon, gaining experience 452. Several kill prompts pop up from the panel. Su Chen's eyes slowly moved away from these monsters. I also have some regrets in my heart. Since leaving the Withered Forest yesterday afternoon, they have been heading deeper into the Withered Mountain Range. The tribe of Warcraft to be hunted today has already been scheduled in the camp. But it was only when I found the destination this morning that the monsters there had already migrated away. After going back and forth, I went to several other nearby tribes to check. The result is that the beast has gone to the tribe. None remained. Only when they were on their way, a few blind monsters ran out. This did not turn everyone into an air force. It seems that this time the leveling can only end like this. Su Chen turned his head and said to the four of them. After 3 days of leveling, 2 tribes of monsters were wiped out. My little raccoon has been promoted to level 13. The remaining 4 people, Chu Shinan's dark cracked leopard cat has reached level 8, Bai Lingyao's 3-striped chinchilla has reached level 7, Gao Dahu and Mu Ranhao's imperial beasts are also level 7. In general, good harvest. Captain, when is the next time we come to level up? Mu Ranhao asked with some insatiable interest. What? Quit the squad and become a lone ranger? This idea has long been thrown out of the sky by him. If such a good team wants to withdraw, it is no longer a matter of getting kicked in the head by a donkey. It's simply underdeveloped cerebellum. Yes, when? The other 3 also opened their eyes wide, looking at Su Chen eagerly. Fight monsters and upgrade with the captain. Not only is there no danger, and it's super fast, the level is the same as getting on a rocket, and it goes up in a whizzing way. Please, this leveling speed is really addictive, right? Next time. Su Chen stroked his chin and thought for a moment, 2 days later, or 3 days later. So long. The 4 of them were a little disappointed. They thought they would continue after class. Su Chen smiled, but did not explain. A Beastmaster is not only a Beastmaster, but also has his own spiritual power. He felt that he needed to spend more time practicing the Holy Lightning spiritual cultivation method he learned in class last time. Original. Su Chen doesn't have much requirements for mental strength, as long as he can protect himself. Now it is the 45 level of mental power, and it can completely do this. But since killing the remnant soul of the flame demon Kazur in the underground space of the Withered Tauren tribe, he had a feeling in the dark. The practice of spiritual power must not be ignored. Maybe there is no news about demons and abyss yet. But since there are signs of it, when I reach the top of the world, I will definitely have to deal with these guys. It must be prevented early. Although the Holy Thunder Spirit Cultivation method cannot increase the spiritual power, it can purify the spiritual power. The effect is not bad. The speed of the group's journey was not slow, and soon they came to the entrance of the secret realm. On the way, several monsters were also solved. But there was no other big disturbance. Chu Shinan also wondered if a tribe of monsters would suddenly come out. Unfortunately not. Immediately regretted. Let's go. Su Chen said. 1 foot is to step out of the secret realm. The other 4 followed suit. The environment in the Withered Mountain Range is far too harsh compared to the outside. So after leaving the secret realm, everyone just felt refreshed for a while. The tiredness of persisting for 3 days slowly came to my mind. Bai Lingyao even yawned. Su Chen smiled. Go back to the dormitory today and have a good rest, don't miss the cultural class tomorrow morning. In terms of combat awareness and skills, the 4 members of my team are not lacking, but a lot of theoretical knowledge is a shortcoming for them. As the captain, I naturally have to supervise. No problem. All 4 of them promised with a face full of promises. It's not that they don't like learning, so it's naturally impossible for them to skip classes. As for the 2 courses of tactical geography and blueprint sensing that Su Chen mentioned before, that is really difficult. They couldn't help complaining in their hearts. I am afraid that only a pervert like the captain can get full marks. After leaving the secret area, the 5 members of the team didn't go out to celebrate and play. 3 days of fighting escalated. Not only are the Beastmasters tired, but they are also mentally tense. Rest is badly needed now. After saying goodbye, Su Chen returned to his villa. Finally home, Su Chen looked at the slightly warm dormitory in front of him, and let out a foul breath. With a thought, he also released the little raccoon. Yo yo yo. As soon as the little raccoon came out, he ran around excitedly. During the ceremony, how long did you stay here before you were brought into the secret realm? Now that I am back, I am naturally very excited. It's still hello, you are still alive and kicking. Su Chen chuckled. The other 4 imperial beasts are all exhausted now. 3 days. In addition to using the spirit of accumulation. It was also the time he deliberately set aside to give the 4 Beastmasters time to recover. Yo yo. The little raccoon ran to the refrigerator in no time, jumping and jumping vigorously. With an eager look on his face. The big sapphire-colored eyes looked at their master eagerly. Seeing its appearance, Su Chen couldn't help but laugh. He does know what the little raccoon wants. He didn't refuse, and walked up to open the refrigerator and took out the milk powder. Made a cup for the little raccoon. Then pour it into its own small saucer. Drink it. Su Chen put the small plate full of milk in front of the little raccoon. The little raccoon hurried over. I can't wait to bury my head in it and drink it directly. Since the last time I drank this, it's all the way to this whitewater obsession. But in the secret realm for 3 days, how can there be such good conditions? So it's always been simmering. Now it's finally back. Drink slowly, no one will compete with you. Seeing Xiaoli's appearance like this, Su Chen was also a little funny. See what it's like to starve a child. But there is dry food in the secret realm, so you are not hungry. This little guy looks so hungry. When another cup of brewed milk was placed next to the little raccoon. The little raccoon who was licking the plate looked up, and the eyes of Sapphire were full of surprises. Great, another glass. Yo yo, long live the master. On the 3rd day after awakening, I became a 2-star Beastmaster. Principal room. The principal of Saint Ray University, Mo Tianlei, looked at the file in front of him, and slowly clasped his fingers on the desktop. This file belongs to Su Chen. After he was directly transferred from the Beastmasters Union, his information was naturally revealed. To be precise, within 60 hours. The teaching director on the side added. As he spoke, he was also shocked by what he said. This time, our Saint Ray University has welcomed a genius. He couldn't help but exclaim. From the morning of the 1st day when the talent was awakened, by the night of the 3rd day, the student was already a 2-star Beastmaster. That's not 3 days at all. Too fast. Even the dean thinks he has seen the world. But when I saw this kind of achievement, I was extremely shocked. Mo Tianlei's eyes fell on the bald head on the other side. Mr. Chin, what do you think? It was the teacher who taught Su Chen and others the culture class before. Every class of Special 14 recruits as the treasure of the university, so naturally it is impossible to underestimate it. It is not easy to be a culture teacher in a special recruitment class. Teacher Chin chuckled. How do you look at it? Of course it's a witch's trick. But that student may be even better than you imagined. Talking, he just told Su Chen the process of how to build a team when he was in class for the first time. After introducing himself, he frankly stated his current strength. No hidden thoughts at all. Then, according to his intuition, he decisively invited the 2 team members to enter. I have to say that this intuition is indeed accurate. He even invited an S-level Beastmaster to join the team. It is also the first team to be established, and the speed is staggering. A person who can become a 2-star Beastmaster within 60 hours cannot be an idiot, nor will he choose his team members randomly. That is to say, he actively selected his players in a very short period of time, and firmly believes that this is a suitable player for him. Without sufficient self-confidence and trusting his intuition, this student could not have achieved such a fast reaction speed. Teacher Chin, Taolai. These words made the dean even more speechless. Is this about an 18-year-old student? How did he feel that this Su Chen acted so sophisticatedly? Mo Tianlei on the side was better. After pondering for a moment, he tapped the file on the table with his finger. No matter how you look at it, this student Su Chen has the qualities to become a strong man. Mr. Chin, you can take care of him more. Teacher Chin nodded. Principal, don't worry, I understand. Such a genius naturally needs to be cultivated well. After the two left, Mo Tianlei's eyes fell on Su Chen's file again. Think for a moment. Put this file at the bottom and press it down. Now the talent shown by this student is almost the best in the world. But the all-people beast era has been developing for thousands of years. Compared with the past, the current conditions are getting better and better. So it cannot be said that there is no one before or after. However, we still have to observe it first. If it is suitable, it can be. Mo Tianlei pondered in his heart. Thoughts came to my mind one after another, but they were randomly dismissed by him. That matter still needs to be carefully considered. You mean, your three-twisted Totoro is already level 7. Inside the classroom, Gao Shaolin looked at Bai Lingyao in shock, her mouth couldn't close in shock. There is no mistake. Her team has just been established, but the members of the other team are already level 7. My current beast familiar is only level 3. My upgrade speed is actually very slow. Bai Lingyao said weakly. After all, I'm just a support, and the new male sister's dark crack leopard is already level 8. Weak support. Gao Shaolin really wanted to complain. Ordinary support is naturally weak, but your S-level support type Beastmaster is definitely one of the 10 most popular types. But randomly, she was stunned. Etc. What did you say? Is anyone already level 8? Gao Shaolin glanced at Chu Shinan, who was reading with his eyes open, and his mentality gradually began to burst. Scalp tingling. If Bai Lingyao, who is also an S rank, had improved so quickly, she would have endured it. Why a little A-level Beastmaster can also improve so fast? Wrong. It is faster to improve, and they are already level 8. I don't understand. At the back of the classroom, Lin Lan looked at Su Chen's back with strange expressions. She is thoughtful. Naturally, it can be seen that the strength of this team is due to the captain. A 2-star Beastmaster. She was so envious that she was a little bit embarrassed. Although I have already used Gao Shaolin, an S-level Beastmaster, as my captain, but wouldn't it be better if I could follow Su Chen? There is no chance now, but it will not be forever. Lin Lan thought silently in her heart. It's not about seduction. She still knows her own beauty. Compared to the two next to Su Chen, it is not worth mentioning. But after the team develops to a certain stage, it can be converted into a guild. After all, there will be so many students at St. Ray University, can't everyone form a team? She has already decided in her heart that when the time comes, she will directly transfer to the Guild L. As for your current team, she glanced at the few people around her, and found that there were more or less envious and even ashamed expressions in their eyes. Done. When the time comes, I will take everyone with me. Da. Teacher Chin walked in and looked at all the students who had arrived. He also laughed. His eyes focused on Su Chen. Looking at this appearance, I'm afraid it hasn't been long since I came out of the secret realm. Thinking of this, the smile on Teacher Chin's face grew even brighter. If you just have good talent and don't work hard, you will only waste your talent in vain. But Su Chen, obviously has both. Okay, students, welcome to the second class. Teacher Chin looked at everyone and said, what we are going to teach today is the method of using spiritual power. As we all know, the spiritual power of our Beastmasters is a powerful weapon, but it is often useless when the level is low, so at this time, we need some special methods to let our spiritual power play its due role. Some effects, even supernormal performance. The focus of this lesson is only 4 words. Spiritual object. Spiritual object. When these 4 words came out of Teacher Chin's mouth, not just Su Chen, everyone present was shocked. In the textbooks of high school, it can barely meet the standard of spiritual imperial object, but it can only be a 4-star beast imperial master or above. What is the standard for a 4-star beast master? A 3-star beast master needs a beast master of level 30 or above and a beast of level 10 or above. And the 4-star beast master, on the other hand, 1 familiar above level 40 and 2 familiar above level 20 are required. Or, a beast master above level 40, and a beast master above level 30. That is, the minimum mental power level of a 4-star beast master is 70. Only after level 70 can one's spiritual power exert its real lethality. Can now, according to Teacher Chin, it seems that there is no need to raise it to such a high level. Just need to master a certain method. Will it work? Su Chen couldn't believe it. His mental power has reached level 45. But the spiritual power of other people, the lowest is probably only level 2. It's normal for everyone to have doubts. After all, the mental power utilization techniques mastered by the 4 famous schools today are all the top academic achievements of the Dragon Kingdom. Looking at the doubts of everyone, Teacher Chin explained with a smile. The knowledge of high school involves hundreds of millions of high school students in the entire Dragon Kingdom. Naturally, it cannot be changed casually. So it will inevitably lead to information lag. If you want to reach the level of Yuwu when the level of mental power is insufficient, what you need to pay attention to is to control the details. And the method of cultivating the spirit of the Holy Thunder that I taught you before is to refine the spiritual power to the smallest level. He said slowly. The phantom of Saint Ray that appeared last time reappeared in the classroom. In addition to the phantom of the Holy Thunder, there seemed to be an inexplicable fluctuation. Su Chen was slightly taken aback. He always felt that this fluctuation was somewhat familiar. But vaguely, I can't figure out where I felt it. Now, please close your eyes and visualize, and then try to control your mental power to gradually gather, diverge, and then gather again. Wait until thousands of times, and then try to control the paper on the table. Following Teacher Chin's words, everyone slowly closed their eyes and began to visualize Saint Lei again. Try it, Su Chen thought in his heart and started to visualize. Concentrate the spirit, and then diverge. The standard of practice is thousands of times, which is not much. The speed of mental power is almost instantaneous. Even if it is hundreds of millions of times. It can also be completed in a short time. Hardest, instead, it is how to condense the spiritual power, then disperse the spiritual power, and keep the mental power from collapsing in this constant repetition. In the hallucination of Holy Thunder, Teacher Chin walked slowly in front of Su Chen with closed eyes, with a complicated expression on his face. After a moment of hesitation, he slowly put his hand on Su Chen's head. It seems nothing on the surface, but in his spiritual world, it is already overwhelming. Rumbling, the mental power in the brain began to frenzy. A golden giant sword soared into the sky from the ocean of spiritual power and turned into a Tongtian pillar. Then, it was stripped off again. It directly turned into a small sword. Along his hand, sinking into Su Chen's forehead. Boy, I'm taking advantage of you this time. Quote, Teacher Chin's face was pained. As a teacher selected by Saint Ray University for special admissions, he can be regarded as a veteran strongman of Saint Ray University. From the time when the principal asked him to take care of Su Chen specially, he has already made up his mind to give Su Chen his baby. It can also be regarded as escorting this future strong man. After all, a Grand Master, even a god of war, has been cultivated. That is definitely a great honor. When the heart hurts. He also looked at Su Chen with admiration. I have been controlling this golden lightsaber for 100 years, but I still can't get it right. I also hope that Su Chen will not let himself down. Able to display its true power. Chin, Teacher Chin, what are you doing? Su Chen slowly opened his eyes, only to see Teacher Chin staring at him closely with admiration. Suddenly I broke out in a cold sweat. This old Chin. There shouldn't be any special hobbies. What kind of eyes do you have? How could I be that kind of person? Teacher Chin's face turned dark immediately. What kind of weird idea is this? But then, he looked at Su Chen who opened his eyes. I was stunned. Why did you quit Guangxi? Su Chen wondered. Teacher, didn't you say that you can gather and disperse your mental power and repeat it thousands of times? So fast. Teacher Chin felt her lips trembling. The last time you cultivated your spirit, it took a full 5 hours. It's only been half a minute, hasn't it? Even if the speed of mental power is very fast, it will not be so fast. The purity of your spiritual power is a bit too high. Teacher Chin held back for a while, and finally uttered a word. The higher the purity of mental power, the faster the speed. If this is a student who has been immersed in the cultivation of spiritual power for several years, then he will not say anything. But this Su Chen just came into contact with the spiritual cultivation method 3 days ago. Is this a little too outrageous? Continue to visualize. He warned, and then walked outside. But just out of the classroom. Shock gradually surfaced on his face. Is this genius? I didn't expect to send a sword, and I was almost discovered. Qin Tianming looked back. My heart, which has been calm for decades, suddenly felt a little nervous at this moment. I heard that all geniuses have eccentricities. If he found out that he gave the sword, wouldn't he just return it angrily? That would be embarrassing. This teacher Qin, what the hell is he doing? Su Chen felt a little puzzled. He originally wanted to control the paper on the table and let Qin Tianming comment on it. As a result, he ran away directly. Try it. Su Chen hit the mental force and placed it on the paper in front of him. With a thought, the paper actually flew up directly. It's done. He smiled. The other students around are still gathering and diverging their spiritual power. Su Chen glanced at them. There is also an estimate in my heart. The reason why I can learn Yuwu so quickly is that my mental power is stronger than them. It's more, I'm afraid it's because of the remnant soul of the Flame Demon Lord. After killing the remnant soul, although the reminder above only gave me a reminder of mental power level +5. But Su Chen can feel, except that the amount of mental power has increased. Seems like the quality has increased quite a bit too. Especially when condensing and spreading spiritual power just now. He clearly felt it. If it was my previous self, I would definitely not be able to do it so fast. Speaking of which, the reason why I feel familiar with the fluctuations in this classroom is that it seems a bit like the fluctuations produced when the remnant soul of the Flame Demon Lord died. But there is a little difference. In other words, only a little bit is the same, and everything else is different, so I can't remember it for a while. Many thoughts flashed through Su Chen's mind. And under the interweaving of these thoughts, just heard a tear. The paper controlled by him was directly torn and turned into two halves. Li Zhao's 2 pieces of white paper fell down and Su Chen grabbed them. I don't think so much anymore, let's continue to visualize. He put down the blank paper and continued to enter the visualization state. Although there are many doubts. But Su Chen understands the truth. The higher you stand, the farther you can see. When the strength is getting stronger and stronger, many fogs that were originally invisible will naturally slowly dissipate. Visualization state. Su Chen looked at Sheng Lei in front of him, and slowly fell into deep thought. In the world of Saint Ray at this time, in addition to the tornado and thunder, there is also a huge golden sword inserted in the center of the world. Strange, when did this thing appear? He was a little puzzled. Last night, Su Chen also accumulated his mental strength for a while before going to bed. Not at that time. I can't figure it out. He had no choice but to put these thoughts behind him. I didn't feel threatened from this golden giant sword, but felt a trace of coolness. The speed of cultivating the spirit has obviously become faster. It should appear automatically after mastering the imperial object. Holy lightning sword. Su Chen thought about it. Cultivating the spirit is to purify the spiritual power. Before, Su Chen didn't feel much benefit, or the benefits are negligible. But now with the help of the golden giant sword, this improvement has become obvious. This feeling, it was the same feeling when I wiped out the remnant soul of the Flame Demon Lord before. A strange color flashed in his heart. It's just that the promotion given to him by the remnant soul of the Flame Demon Lord at that time was even more terrifying, almost 1,000 times as much as it is now. If according to the current progress, I'm afraid it will take a full year of cultivation to achieve that level of improvement. Although slowly, but Su Chen still chooses to cultivate. No matter how small the mosquito legs are, they are still meat. When he opened his eyes again, the 3-hour cultural class is over, and the illusion of Saint Ray has also disappeared. Boss, are you able to master imperial objects? Chu Shinan stepped forward and asked curiously. The eyes of the other 3 people were all the same. Blank paper or something, that's fine. Haven't tried anything else though. Su Chen said. He set his eyes on Chu Shinan. Spiritual power spreads. Chu Shinan instantly felt a sense of weightlessness and was startled. Then I saw that I was slowly levitating. Boss, is this your mental power? She is a little creepy. With my level 8 mental power, I can now control white paper freely, but I can't control small objects that are a little heavier. The boss was actually able to directly let himself fly. The difficulty is lower than I imagined. Su Chen snapped his fingers. Afterwards, the other 3 also flew up directly. Captain, This is too strong. Gao Dahu touched his head with a look of amazement. His weight may be heavier than the other three combined, yet he is so easily controlled. So strong. As expected of the captain. Mu Ranhao said with admiration in his heart. His thought was a bit deeper. It is probably guessed that to be able to achieve this level, the captain's mental strength is probably at least level 5 or above. For him who only has level 7 spiritual power now, it can be said that his spirit is like the sea. Bai Ling Yao didn't think too much about it, she just looked surprised. Captain, the feeling of floating for the first time is too exciting. She remembered the first time she made a Ferris wheel. But more exciting than that. Everyone works hard to purify their spiritual power, and we will be able to achieve this level in the future. Su Chen smiled and put the 4 of them down. Before, his mental strength was a big man with muscles all over his body, but he had no fighting skills. Well now, after opening the method of spiritual imperial object, my mental power is like learning advanced martial arts on the basis of the original, and at the same time equipped with a pistol with a full magazine. The enhancement is not a little bit. For the next 3 days, Su Chen and the 4 people in the team were basically cultivating their spirits. After the mental power is more pure, not only can it be faster to control objects, it seems that the connection with the beast control is also closer. Spiritual cultivation method. It seems that it can become a compulsory course for Beastmasters. As for other academic subjects that fall within the scope of cultural subjects, during the special training period for special recruits, beast control and spirit are more important, so the development of other subjects is naturally delayed. Wait until the school starts completely, and then study with the freshmen. Calculating the time, it's time to go to the secret realm to play. Su Chen stood up from the bed and stretched. Randomly sent a message in the team group. Ready to go. The other side. Lava volcano mystery. A huge figure is running fast. It was a flame lion with a height of about 3 or 4 floors, and its mane was as gorgeous as a red flame. At level 54, it has extremely terrifying strength. But at this time, it doesn't seem to be in good shape. From time to time, he looked back in horror and looked behind him, running desperately. DeLong, this time we have fallen. Quote, the big man with the lion's mane on his back gave a wry smile. If Su Chen was here, he would definitely be able to recognize that the big man in front of him was Wang Laikang. At this time, his condition was also very bad. He no longer had the strong aura of the past, but his face was pale, obviously suffering from spiritual backlash. Why is it at this time? Wang Laikang gritted his teeth and glanced behind him with veins all over his face. That's an erupting volcano. Or, the volcanoes in the entire secret realm are erupting, and some even spray lava directly into the sky. Like a pillar of Vulcan. Originally, I just came in to level up. I never thought that the monsters in the entire secret realm would suddenly start to riot, and then the environment of the secret realm would also change drastically. A volcanic eruption is fine. However, all the terrifying monsters were released from the cage. The entire lava volcano secret realm has become a dead place. Rumbling. The sound of landslides and ground cracks came from behind again, and another heat wave hit. Wang Lei was almost burned alive. He grunted in pain. The heat wave just now had already roasted most of the flesh and blood on his back. But he dared not call out. I am afraid that after calling out, my flame lion will be affected. The hope of running out is already slim. If it is affected again, it is basically unnecessary to go out alive. On weekdays, this level of attack would not be able to enter his body. But at this time, I have 5 royal beasts, except for the flame lion who is riding. 3 of them have fallen. There is also a flame bird, which is seriously injured and lying on the master of the beast following space. The spiritual backlash has made him extremely weak, and it is impossible to use mental power to defend. And the flame lion is running away desperately, so naturally there is no way to spare energy to share the master's worries at this time. Roar. A roar mixed with flames came from behind. The coercive roar at the level of a monster lord swept over. The flame lion, which was already like a frightened bird, was frightened 10 times. Just fell to the ground. Quote. Wang Laikang only felt a buzzing in his head. Such a stay. He was already sentenced to death. In an instant, the past 20 years of his career flashed through his mind. Betch it's as if you were just watching flowers on horseback before you die. Finally stayed at 12 days ago. That was when he arrived in Zhongcheng and met Su Chen for the first time. Unfortunately, I won't have the chance to participate in the next Tianwangshan battle. There is only one last thought in Wang Likung's mind. Originally, I thought about taking my Genius Junior to the Battle of Tianwang Mountain to learn more. Now, I'm afraid I can't go. Rumble. In the sky. Countless red fire clouds condense into a huge claw, like a doomsday spectacle. Level 65 Warcraft Lord Lava Flame Beast Skill Domain Claw. The claw of the domain slammed down hard on the ground. The terrifying temperature had already ignited before the claws got close. The ground was cracked inch by inch. The flame lion roared angrily. Protect the master with the little magic power left in the whole body. However, his own life was rapidly lost at this last moment. It was originally of the fire attribute, and it was also extremely painful under such a raging fire. Died. This time it is really going to die. Looking at the domain claw falling from the sky, Wang Likung closed his eyes in despair. I can also be regarded as an outstanding student of St. Ray University, and a leader among the younger generation of Beastmasters. Did not expect. It's about to turn into a cooked meatloaf here. A loud noise woke him up from despair. Eyes opened abruptly. Instead, he saw that the domain claw that was about to kill him was lifted up by a bigger claw. Lei Wangcheng looked along the paw. I saw a sacred beast like a mountain, slowly lifting the claws of the domain. Then crush it hard. A tall figure stood above the head of the holy armored beast. The head of that figure. Under the shining of the gushing lava, it reflected bright red light. That person is Qin, Teacher Qin. Looking at Qin Tianming's figure, Lei Wangcheng's eyes suddenly turned red. Guan walked past him. The feeling of surviving after a catastrophe made him so excited that even his breath trembled. Okay, go to the infirmary quickly, don't get in the way here. Qin Tianming waved his hand in distaste. Teacher, be careful. How could Lei Wangcheng dare not follow, and immediately ran towards the entrance of the secret realm with the flaming lion. Wait until his figure leaves. Qin Tianming's eyes were on the secret place where the riot had already taken place. These guys are really restless. His eyes narrowed slightly, revealing a dangerous light. When I was young, I always heard from the old man that the fight against the secret realm of Warcraft was tragic 600 years ago. Now, let me feel it too. St. Ray University was established 6,000 years ago. A total of 11 Warcraft riots broke out. Calculate the time, it's almost the same now. But, this secret realm is for Qin Tianming. Not too strong. But since there has been a riot here, it is already a precursor to the riot in the entire secret realm of Warcraft. Away from a complete explosion. It is estimated that it will be between 1 or 2 years. Pack it up ahead of time. It's also good. Holy Bai, of all the monsters in this secret realm, not a single one remains. He said lightly. Hold head high. The holy armored beast roared. The terrifying sound turned into reality, directly shattering the volcano. Magma, heat waves, Warcraft and so on. Everything. Under this roar, they all turned into powder. Don't worry about rioting next time, don't you know how to shoot the first bird? Qin Tianming's gaze was indifferent. It is completely two people with the identity of the teacher who usually smiles. In fact, this level of Warcraft, it was not for him to deal with it. After all, the Warcraft riot is also a chance. With so much experience, it is enough for many royal beasts to break out of their cocoons and become butterflies. As for him, the king of Warcraft above level 100, it is the veteran teachers like them who should clean up. Let's go, Holy White, Qin Tianming said. The holy armored beast let out a low growl. He glanced disdainfully at the lava volcano secret realm that had been destroyed by 80 to 90%, and turned to leave. Under the light of the fire, a badge engraved with the moon flashed on Qin Tianming's chest. That's right, the emblem of the Master Beastmaster. Chapter 71. Skeleton Secret Territory. Compared with the previous Withered Mountain Range secret realm, the monsters in this secret realm are more powerful, and have a good level. It is just suitable for everyone who has improved their combat ability. Your Qingyan Fox monster kills a level 15 monster and skeleton monster, gaining experience minus 1385. Your Qingyan Fox monster kills the level 15 Warcraft Skeleton General, gaining experience 13 to 941. Your Qingyan Fox Demon kills a level 16 Warcraft Lich, gaining experience 1432. Opening square bracket comma 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 comma. A large number of kill prompts pop up from the beast control panel. Su Chen followed behind, also unequivocally. Constantly extracting attributes. Successful extraction, get 42 points of magic power. Successful extraction, gain 29 points of magic power. Successful extraction, get 32 points of magic power. In fact, choosing this secret realm is not only because the level is suitable for upgrading. The more important reason is that this secret realm is very similar to the secret realm Undead Ruins that I experienced in Zhongcheng before. So Su Chen wanted to come and have a look. Can the monsters in this secret realm continuously extract magic power like the skeleton monsters in the ruins of the undead? And now it is. With so many magic power attributes, the little raccoon's magic power reserves can also increase. Looking at the little raccoon who is killing all directions, Su Chen chuckled. Enchant the body of the little raccoon with countless magical light spheres. In the previous secret realm of the Withered Mountains, most of the monsters had no magic power. Therefore, under the enchantment of countless three-dimensional data such as physique, strength, and agility, the upper limit of the magical attribute of the little raccoon, which is biased towards assassins and mages, has become the lowest. Now that such a skeleton secret realm has been found, it just makes up for it. Captain, I discovered that the healing technique of the three-striped chinchilla seems to be able to hurt these skeletons. Bai Lingyao suddenly exclaimed. Su Chen looked over. I saw the three-patterned chinchilla throw a ball of green light over it, and the healing technique automatically wins people. Then it landed on a skeleton monster. It turned out to kill this skeleton shelf directly. Spike, your three-striped chinchilla kills a level 15 skeleton monster and gains 1386 experience. A kill prompt popped up on Bai Lingyao's beast control panel. Look at the experience accounted for. She had an expression of disbelief all over her face. That's a level 15 monster, when did it become so weak? What's more, it was only the healing technique of the three-striped chinchilla. Maybe it's because the sun-patterned Totoro has a child in its healing technique. Su Chen watched, frowning slightly. He actually has a certain understanding of most of the beasts. This is also part of the high school textbooks. When facing the black wind and just breaking its shell, the reason why he dared to fight was also because he knew the creature of the black dragon. Otherwise, without any preparation, according to his cautious personality, even if he would rather fight for the slightest chance of survival, he would not stay and fight for his life. And this three-striped chinchilla. In Su Chen's impression, the three-striped chinchilla is an auxiliary type of royal beast. It seems that there is no such skill before level 30. Therefore, the specialness of this three-striped chinchilla lies more in Bai Lingyao's body. Her S-level talent, does it have the effect of adding a sacred factor to the skill of the beast? A thought flashed across Su Chen's mind. But then, he also put this idea behind him. It is not a good habit to speculate on other people's talents for no reason, and if they are discovered, they will be hostile. Bai Lingyao is now his team member. If she is willing, maybe she will confess to herself directly, there is no need to guess. Great, this time it can be regarded as a quick upgrade. Bai Lingyao said happily, not to mention Gao Dahu and Mu Ranhao, even Chu Shinan was somewhat envious of this lucky teammate. Dark Crack Leopard Cat, you have to work hard. Chu Shinan shouted. Roar. The dark split leopard cat let out a low growl, and continued to fight the skeleton monster in front of it. But compared to Su Chen and Bai Lingyao, the dark split leopard cat, the slate bear and the red snake demon can only cooperate to kill the enemy. As before in the Blight Mountains. However, the level of these skeleton monsters is already high. The experience obtained by cooperating with killing the enemy is no less than that obtained in the Withered Mountains. Experience bar is full, your Qingyan Fox level has been raised to level 14. A white light came out from Shaoli's body. Upgrade again. I don't know how many surprises this time the skeleton secret realm can bring me. Looking at the skeleton monsters that had been killed in front of him, Su Chen waved slightly. The little raccoon returned to his arms. Although it is already level 14, the figure of the little raccoon is only a circle bigger. Still able to hold it. Boss, where are we going next? Chu Shinin asked. Next, go find the necromancer. Su Chen said lightly. The skeleton rift is a replica of the undead ruins rift, but this rift is bigger than Zhong Cheng's, and the level of monsters is lower. But the necromancer has the same characteristics. The attack speed of the little raccoon is different from that of the Black Wind, and it can't fly either. Then consider your 4 players. Therefore, he naturally couldn't directly force the necromancer to explode, and then kill himself like he did in the undead ruins secret realm before. This time, the little raccoon needs to be harassed first. Wait until the necromancer explodes to a certain level. Beheaded directly, then slowly deal with the remaining skeletons. Your Beastmaster Qingyan Fox Demon kills a level 18 Warcraft necromancer, gaining experience 1843. There is a kill prompt on the beast control panel. The necromancer wearing a black robe in the sea of skeletons just fell down with hatred. In front of the little raccoon's speed, let alone attacking, these skeleton monsters couldn't even touch the fur on the little raccoon's body. It is directly to take the head of the enemy general among the 10,000 armies. The necromancer is dead. The remaining skeleton monsters naturally became sluggish. The other 4 imperial beasts were also unambiguous. Start rushing directly. Today's 3-striped chinchilla has turned into an all-round warrior who can attack and milk, killing tigers like tigers. The cooperation of the other 3 royal beasts is also getting better and better. Presenting a triangular trend, both offensive and defensive, the killing speed is not slow. After swallowing the legacy of this necromancer, and following the same pattern, it is enough for the little raccoon to rise to level 18 or above. Seeing the little raccoon killing all directions in the sea of skeletons, many thoughts flashed in Yinchen's mind. According to his estimate, after the little raccoon reaches level 18, his own strength should be able to reach the 3-star standard. It's a pity that he hasn't found anything similar to the Red Flame Tiger King Beast Crystal yet. Otherwise, it can be like Haifeng. Let the little raccoon's strength skyrocket. A few days later, experience bar is full. Your beast familiar Qingyan Fox Demon level has been raised to level 18. The upgrade prompt sounded on the beast control panel. Just after the little raccoon burned the last skeleton monster to death with the flame-clearing ball, an upgraded white light appeared on his body. It's about the same as I thought. Su Chen nodded slightly. With a thought, I opened the panel of the little raccoon. Beast Royal, Qingyan Fox Demon. Quality, King level. Level 18, 0.01%. Physique, 17,492, 17,492. Skills, Clear Flame Orb, Speed, Scream. Combat Power, Samsung. Evaluation. A Qingyan Fox Demon who was just born not long ago has terrifying potential. Even many beasts with the same king level quality are not as good as it. It is almost invincible. Please make sure to cultivate it well. Compared to the Black Wind before the transformation, it's not much better. Looking at the small raccoon panel, Su Chen smiled. In just a few days, he has cultivated his second Beastmaster to this level. He is already very satisfied. As for the other 4, not bad. Chu Shinin's dark split leopard cat has reached level 11. Gao Dahu's slate bear and Mu Ranhao's scarlet snake demon are both level 10. But Bailing Yao, who performed the most, her 3-striped chinchilla has reached level 13, and she has become the biggest dark horse. Boss, our team already has the qualifications to be promoted to a 1-star Beastmaster. I remember that in the school regulations of St. Ray University, as long as all of them are above 1 star, the team can apply to become a guild, right? Chu Shinin said suddenly. Su Chen nodded. It is true. After the establishment of the guild, St. Ray University will distribute resources every month, such as points, special items and so on. However, the guild also had to complete the guild mission of St. Ray University. Clearing secret land, participating in competitions and so on. Boss, I suggest that we set up a guild directly, so that we can directly receive a certain amount of resources and expand enrollment at the same time. Recruit other people from the special recruitment class. Chu Shinin continued, although those people are not as good as their Beastmasters now. But after all, it is also a special enrollment. Put it outside. Those are the pride of heaven. Among the hundreds of millions of high school seniors, only these 5 were selected by St. Lay University. As long as you don't die. If you grow up naturally, you will be very likely to become a strong person in the future. If we recruit other people now. Su Chen frowned. Bringing them to upgrade together, I'm afraid the speed will slow down a lot. With the 4 team members together, the kill rate has been slowly reduced. But this is still within the acceptable range. The little raccoon's speed is not bad. But other people also come in, so it's hard to say. Captain, let us take the matter of taking them to upgrade together. Mu Ranhao suddenly said. Now our strength is not weak, it is enough to bring them to upgrade together. The other 3 also nodded repeatedly. You. Su Chen was stunned. Immediately understood the meaning of the 4 of them. To put it bluntly, this sentence means not want to let him take the upgrade again. It's not that I hate it. With this upgrade rate, and there is no danger. Unless the heads of the 4 are caught by the door, it is impossible to dislike them. Beastmasters are proud, although their admiration for Su Chen is visible to the naked eye. But they can't accept this kind of simple promotion. Or, a large part of this is because I feel that I am holding back. The pride in their hearts could not make them turn a blind eye to this. Now he has become a 1-star Beastmaster. Naturally, it is necessary to become independent as soon as possible. Oh well. Quote. After pondering for a moment, Su Chen nodded. What I want to train is subordinates who can help me build power. Because it is impossible for a real strong person to fight alone. There is no power, unless the power can reach the level of destroying the world. Otherwise, you will be subject to all kinds of constraints. But train your own men. It's not about cultivating giant babies who can only follow behind you. Originally, Su Chen thought that he would talk about it when the 4 of them were trained to become 2-star Beastmasters. But now the 4 were able to bring it up. Su Chen was also very relieved. That being the case, naturally there will be no rejection. The current 1-star Beastmaster is enough to suppress other special recruits. As for the management issues after the guild, after leaving the secret realm, we will set up a guild, and the 4 of you will all be vice presidents. His eyes swept over the 4 of them, and he said slowly, you can lead other guild members to level up, but the 4 of you can only take turns leading them. You can't slow down your own upgrade rate. As the president of this guild, it is naturally impossible to slow down the speed of upgrading. However, these 4 vice presidents still need to work hard. Boss, and that Gao Shaolin. Chu Shinan suddenly said. If she behaves well in the future, she can also become the vice president. After all, he is also an S-rank Beastmaster. S-level Beastmaster, the top talent. Although now they are led by the captain and 1 at the starting line. But any S-level Beastmaster. Not to be underestimated. This kind of thing, you arrange it. Su Chen replied. After these days, he could feel the 4 people's enthusiasm for him. This is the worship of the strong by all Beastmasters. And this kind of worship will become more and more hot as they get closer to themselves. So Su Chen can safely hand over the future union to them. If there is really a betrayal. St. Ray University, that is also respected by strength. Fists are the second school rule. Let's go to the Beastmaster Guild first. Su Chen stood up and said. Go to the Beastmaster Union first to apply for a 1-star Beastmaster badge. Then, go to build a union. As for after all, Su Chen glanced at the Beast Familiar space. Beast Familiar Black Dragon, transforming. Transformation time, 29 hours and 36 minutes. The Black Wind is coming out soon. It's also time for these 2 little guys, well, let the boss and the second meet. I don't know if that boy Haifeng will be happy when he finds out that he suddenly has a younger sister. Boss, what do you think is the name of our guild? Get out of the Beastmasters Union. Chu Shinan asked excitedly. On her chest, a Beastmaster badge engraved with a star reflects the sun's rays and shines extraordinarily. That is the badge of a 1-star Beastmaster. On the chests of Bailing Yao, Mu Ranhao, and Gao Dahu, there are also such badges. The name of the guild. Su Chen pondered for a moment. I haven't figured it out yet, what do you think it should be called? He has always been a waste of names. For this kind of thing, it has always been unfamiliar. Otherwise, it should be called Misty Rain Pavilion. Bailing Yao suggested. This name is elegant, and it sounds quite inscrutable. Chu Xinan froze for a moment. Ling Yao, do you feel that the name Yanyu Pavilion sounds familiar? Bai Ling Yao paused, her eyes widened immediately. Hey, new male sister, how do you know? I didn't feel it just now, but now it feels a bit familiar. Because Yanyu Pavilion is the name of the first guild of Zhongnan University during May 47th. Chu Xinan rolled his eyes helplessly. So this is Bai Ling Yao suddenly realized, and then looked at Su Chen with some embarrassment. I'm sorry, Captain, I only thought of this name, but I didn't expect it to be registered by someone else. Fine. Su Chen looked at the others. What about you? Mu Ranhao thought for a moment, then said, Captain, why not call it Lilongjiao? The one with the dragon horn, above the dragon's head, in the area of the peak. We want to be the first guild of St. Ray University. He was already lonely in his heart. Although it is only an A-level talent, he thinks that he is not inferior to an S-level talent. Not to mention, inside the guild, there is also the captain, the president. Thunder Dragon Horn. Su Chen immediately felt that the name was good. But, just being the first guild of St. Ray University is still too reserved. Let's call it the Horn of the Mad Dragon. He settled on the name completely. Those who want to climb to the top, which one is not ambitious? Want to conquer them all. Want to be a dragon horn. Then you must be more crazy than them. The next day. What did you say? All of you have 1 star, and you have even established a guild. Inside the classroom, Gao Shaolin looked at Chu Xinan in front of her, her voice raised involuntarily. His face was full of expressions of, you are kidding me. But he saw the golden badges on the chests of Chu Xinan and the other 3. He suppressed his expression again. In the eyes, full of complexity. After she set up the team, she was still ambitious. But after entering the secret realm, she realized that it was not what she had imagined. The cooperation between the imperial beasts all need to be adjusted. Otherwise, fight with each other. Not to mention whether it can achieve the effect that 1 + 1 is greater than 2. Maybe they will hold each other back. Now they have also entered the secret realm once. But so far, Gao Shaolin's beast familiar Flame Cat has only been upgraded to level 4. In 3 days, it has increased by 1 level. Not to mention comparing with Su Chen. Even his 4 team members are enough to crush him. Thanks to the boss, who took us to find the Warcraft tribe to kill. Otherwise, it wouldn't be possible to upgrade so quickly, right? Actually, if other people join our team, they will be the same minister. Chu Xinan smiled, with a trace of temptation in his words. Gao Shaolin is a bit stuck in Bangbu. She is already the captain, what's the use of talking to her? Does your guild still accept people? Lin Lan walked up silently and asked. Gao Shaolin turned her head and looked at her in disbelief. Lanlan, what are you doing? Captain, this is not what I mean alone. Lin Lan said helplessly. Although she also hopes that she can become stronger, she gets along well with the captain these days. If it wasn't for everyone wanting to leave, she couldn't stand up with the cheek. After all, 3 days to level up. Compared to Chu Xinan and the others who already got the 1-star Beastmaster badge. There is really no comparison. Gao Shaolin looked behind her. I saw that my other 3 teammates were all standing here. The expression is still a little embarrassed. In addition to his own team members, all 5 members of the 3rd team are also here. Gao Shaolin, the speed of this mutiny is not faster than her speed of killing monsters. But she can also understand. Everyone has such a good talent, there are too many choices. But in the end he chose to come to St. Ray Academy. Naturally, it is for killing monsters to hone themselves and become stronger. Maybe their academic ability is not strong, but their brains must be smart. Now such a good opportunity is in front of us. Impossible not to grab. Welcome all students to join our Crazy Dragon Horn Guild. A smile flashed across Chu Xinan's face. This year's special enrollment has all been won. The only one left, student Gao Shaolin, don't you think about it? We propose that if you perform outstandingly in the future, we can give you the position of vice president. Her eyes fell on Gao Shaolin. If you don't join, you will be a lone ranger in the future. Gao Shaolin was slightly silent. Vice president. The bargaining chip that can be given so easily must not be something of high value. After all, there is Su Chen. Even if you don't give anything, the probability of joining in by yourself is not low. But she still had a little luck. How many vice presidents are there? Gao Shaolin asked tentatively. If you add you, exactly 5. The smile on Chu Shinin's face remains unchanged. 5. Sure enough. Gao Shaolin was slightly speechless. There are only a few members in the Wild Dragon Horn Guild now. Including Su Chen, there are 15 in total. Although after the new students start school, more people will join in. But when the time comes, just in case a few more vice presidents pop up, it seems that it is not impossible. After all, it was already 5. But after hesitating for a while, in the end, she bit her red lips lightly, and slowly stretched out her mouth. Okay, I'll join too. But I'm not looking for your sake, but for Su Chen's sake. Who isn't? Chu Shinin stretched out his hand with a smile, and held it together with her. There is no initiation ceremony. There is no such thing as loyalty or loyalty. But that day when the Crazy Dragon Horn Guild was recorded in the annals of history, everyone in the future will say that every member who joins the Crazy Dragon Corner is here to pursue the strongest and stand on the strongest peak. Only one person. By the way, where did the president go? Gao Shaolin quickly got used to her status, her eyes swept across the classroom. But he didn't notice Su Chen's figure. Chu Shinin also came back to his senses. He looked back and forth, left and right, with a look of confusion. Yeah, where's the boss? Generally, he is the most active in culture classes. At this point in time, it usually comes early. Did he skip class too? Chu Shinin quickly took out his mobile phone and sent a message. Chu Shinin. Boss, where are you? Chu Shinin. Everyone agrees to join the guild, and we will directly unify the special enrollment for this year. Ding dong. When the notification sounded, she immediately checked. Su Chen. You go through the formalities, next time we find time to hold a meeting. Chu Shinin. It's 5.5 minutes to do the formalities, but the class is about to start. Boss, are you not coming? Su Chen. What class? Isn't today's class cancelled? Chu Shinin. Cancelled. She froze for a moment. Immediately, he clicked on Teacher Chin's picture frame. As expected, Teacher Chin announced the cancellation of today's class yesterday, and even deliberately yelled at everyone. Quote. She glanced at it yesterday and found out that it was not the news of the boss. Just ignored it. Did not expect. Forget it, let's go through the membership formalities first. She was a little helpless. Originally, I wanted the boss to come out and shock the scene. It seems that we can only wait for the next time. And at this time in the villa, Su Chen's eyes fell on his beast monitoring space. He took a few deep breaths with a little excitement. Beast familiar black dragon, transforming. Transformation remaining time, 3 minutes and 26 seconds. Black wind is about to wake up. Metamorphosis remaining time. 10, 9, 8. Su Chen looked at the countdown displayed on the panel, feeling more and more nervous. I couldn't even help but follow the countdown. I can't stand him not being nervous. Haifeng's first transformation. After the end, it will be an earth-shaking change. That was a real transformation. Although I have seen the transformed black wind in the spiritual space before. But now I see it in reality. How could it be different from seeing in the spiritual world? The last 3 seconds passed. The 4 words, transformation complete, finally popped out. Gotcha. Only a crisp sound was heard. A crack suddenly opened on the black giant cocoon that had lasted for nearly 10 days. And from that crack, an aura full of majesty and majesty slowly spread out. In the spiritual world, these auras seemed to have turned into substantial fluctuations, quickly spreading to form a field, covering everything directly. #B. Question mark exclamation mark exclamation mark. A word popped out of Su Chen's mind instantly. That's right, that is the racial skill of the Black Dragon clan. 6. A roar erupted from the giant black cocoon. Then the whole giant cocoon was turned into powder and exploded, and a huge black dragon stood up from the giant yellow. The body size is already about 14 in the size of a small 2-story Western-style building. The increasingly ferocious dragon head showed indescribable arrogance and deterrence. The scaled body is filled with the power of iron and fire. A pair of huge black dragon wings spread out, making it even more invincible. Black wind. Su Chen looked at the current black wind, and his breathing became slightly short of breath. That's the real black dragon family. Compared with the Haifeng in childhood, it has the aura of a real king now. It's a pity that there is no way to release He Gang in the villa. With a thought, Su Chen called up Haifeng's information panel. Beast Royal, Black Dragon. Quality, King level, level 27. Physique, 44,820. Magic, 142,940. Skills, Red Flame Dragon's Breath, Dragon Might, Fearless Charge, Claw Stab, both. Combat Power, 4 stars. Evaluation. The Black Dragon has completed a transformation, and now it has lost its identity as a cub, and gradually has its own power. It is enough to become a powerful helper for a Beastmaster. With its terrifying physique and unsolvable attacks, even the simplest attack is enough to wipe out most of the invading enemies. Hiss, this panel is a little too strong, right? Look at the Black Wind panel. Su Chen suddenly had the urge to take a breath. He thought that after the transformation, he could directly regenerate the Imperial Beast, but he never expected that it would be so terrifying. This is not reborn, it is clearly rebuilt. The magic power has skyrocketed nearly 5 times from 35,000, and has become the upper limit of more than 140,000 magic power. The more magic power, the stronger the breath. How strong is the current dragon's breath? Su Chen is a bit afraid to think about it. In addition to magic value, the 3 attributes of physique, strength, and agility also skyrocketed. Even the lowest level of agility has reached 38,000, which is only 2,000 stats away from 40,000. And physique and strength, it has already broken through the 40,000 mark and is heading towards 50,000. Whether it's Haifeng or Xiao Raccoon, they are more inclined to master beasts. Little Raccoon is not bad, and his agility is quite high, but as an assassin mage, but for Haifeng, the other 3 stats are relatively average, and the blood is probably a little thicker than that of Raccoon. Many thoughts flashed through Su Chen's mind. He is already very satisfied that these 3 values can be added to about 40,000. In addition to 4-dimensional data, there are 2 more skills. Long Way, and the Curse of the Dragon. Su Chen looked towards the introduction of these 2 skills. Long Way, the inherent racial skill of dragons and alien beasts. When dragons grow beyond the category of cubs, Long Way will automatically awaken, which can cause a huge intimidating effect on low-level monsters and alien beasts. Dragon's Curse. The Black Dragon uses magic to draw dragon-shaped spells and spells. It can use magic to attack long-range enemies, and can also detonate at close range. The introduction of these 2 skills is very simple. Therefore, he just took a glance and understood the usage of these 2 skills. Long Way's skill is not small, it can deter low-level monsters. This will also prevent those guys from running away directly. But this Dragon Curse, Su Chen focused on the second skill and touched his chin. Use your paws to draw spells. Looking at the introduction, it seems to be a single target attack method. Red Flame Dragon's Breath looks very strong. But this is also due to the Black Wind enchanting a lot of skills, and the 2 beast crystals of the Scarlet Flame Tiger King. The initial Dragon's Breath is actually not very good. This Dragon Curse is most likely a skill prepared to make up for the lack of power of the Dragon's Breath. Unfortunately, now Haifeng's signature skill, Dragon's Breath, has undergone countless evolutions and enhancements. Fully enough for most scenarios. Su Chen walked out of the villa and came to the open space in the dormitory area. Black Wind. With a thought in his mind, Haifeng came out directly from the beast familiar space. Just came out. Haifeng was full of energy and could not help but fly to the sky. Hold head high. With a dragon chant, let it go straight into the sky. The metamorphosis is now complete. It just feels that there is a force in its body that cannot be used up. I can't wait to fly 10,000 miles and come down again. But when he saw his master looking at him, Haifeng didn't dare to act presumptuously. After a few laps, it fell down. Angong. Haifeng put the huge dragon head in front of Su Chen, growling twice. As it is today, it's not what it used to be when I was a kid. Even the sound has been completely changed. After sleeping for 10 days, it's time to take you to some activities. Su Chen patted its head and laughed. Upon hearing this, Black Wind is also bright. Now its strength has skyrocketed. I can't wait to find a monster and try my own combat power. But before leaving, Su Chen called out the little raccoon again. Little raccoon. The little raccoon who was sleeping in the bedroom heard the call of the master. Lazily walked out of the villa. But when he saw the huge black dragon in front of him, his eyes widened. Yo, who is this ugly guy? Su Chen almost turned away without a breath. As a Beastmaster, I can naturally understand the meaning of the Beastmaster. It's just that he didn't expect. After Xiaoli saw the black wind, his first reaction was actually this. Haifeng was suddenly embarrassed. As Beastmasters of the same master, there is no language barrier between them. The originally excited expression gradually became stiff. Neither ugly nor ugly, I feel very angry because of people. Su Chen comforted quickly. It can only be said that the aesthetics of the little white-haired fox is different from that of humans. He really felt the current black wind. Pretty domineering. Little fox, it's you. Su Chen hugged Xiaoli over with one arm, pointed and said to Haifeng. Yo, don't eat me, I'm not saying you're ugly. The little raccoon froze slightly. Facing the powerful black wind now, it subconsciously wanted to run away. But I held back, then imitating the master, put the little paw on Haifeng's face. Yo, I'm sorry, can you forgive me? The little raccoon barked weakly. A pitiful look flashed in the two sapphire eyes. Haifeng didn't want to pay attention to it at first, but he saw this look. Immediately my heart softened. Forgive you. Haifeng stuck out his tongue and licked the fur on the little raccoon. To show forgiveness. However, due to the large size gap, the little raccoon was almost rolled into its mouth. The little raccoon was so scared that it went straight into Su Chen's arms. Haifeng, this kid is destined to be eaten to death in the future. Su Chen looked at this scene, chuckled, and shook his head slightly. Haifeng's temperament is too straightforward. The little raccoon has a lot of scheming. The two imperial beasts are not at the same level at all. If you compare people, one is a straight man of steel, and the other is a high-ranking Neptune. It can't be compared at all. In the future, you two, get along well and work hard to become stronger. Do you understand? Su Chen patted Xiaoli on the head, and then patted Haifeng on the head. He exhorted with a serious face. Yo. The two imperial beasts hurriedly nodded their heads in reassurance, with affirmation written all over their faces. Su Chen made a jump. It landed directly on the back of Haifeng's neck. Let's go to the secret zone, he said lightly. Next, it's time for him to test Haifeng's strength. A secret realm above 4 stars. There are many secret areas. There was a rush of wind in my ears. Su Chen sat on Haifeng's back and quickly lifted into the air. Compared with before, the current black wind is much bigger, so naturally it is not as cramped as before. At the same time, whether it was taking off or flying in the air, it was much more stable, similar to the flame bird that was riding before. It can be seen that in the process of metamorphosis, Black Wind also mastered a lot of flying skills. It's been a long time since I saw Lei Wangcheng Sr., and I don't know how he is doing. A thought suddenly flashed in Su Chen's mind. But soon it was left behind by him again. That guy is probably leveling in which secret realm? There are not many students in St. Ray University. From freshman to senior year, plus students who repeat grades and fail to graduate every year, there are at least 20,000 to 30,000 people. But on weekdays, no one can be seen in the teaching area. Most of the students basically spend their days in the secret realm to fight monsters and upgrade, and rarely come out to hang out. Arrive. Su Chen looked at the mountains of the unexplored area gradually appearing below. He smiled. Haifeng's speed was not slow, and he came here very quickly. But this also shows its mood is surging at this time, and it can't wait to try its new ability. After looking around in the distribution map of the secret realm in the score bracelet, in the end, he found a more suitable secret realm. Secret realm. Low-level mountain and sea secret realm. Distribution of monsters. Mountain and sea beasts, giant gadflies, swamp magic frogs, skeleton bull kings, sea serpents. Strength recommendation. 3 to 5 stars. Hint: the mountain and sea beast is not a kind of monster, but a monster with the characteristics of the mountain and sea secret realm. A low-level mountain and sea secret realm. Could it be possible that there are intermediate and advanced levels? Su Chen suddenly became interested. Check it out on the score bracelet. Sure enough, it really made him find out the middle and high levels. It seems that there is also an unknown connection between this secret realm and the secret realm. He was a little surprised. Just looking at these names, you can feel the relationship between these secret realms. But it has nothing to do with Su Chen for the time being. What he wants to do most now is to enter the secret realm and start killing the monsters in this secret realm. He was quite interested. After swiping the student card, one person, one dragon, and one fox entered the secret realm directly. The light and shadow flickered in front of him. Soon, Su Chen came to another space. A little different from the previous spaces, this space can hear a huge roar as soon as it enters. Rumble, quote. Su Chen flew in the sky on the black wind, and had a panoramic view of the entire secret realm. Can't help being slightly shocked. In the sky of the secret realm, a huge white waterfall descends from the sky and falls vertically into the sea. The huge roaring sound came from here. And that sea area is not a real sea area, but a huge lake, with uninterrupted white mist hovering above it. Can't see the truth. There are countless branch rivers flowing out of the lake, extending the entire mountain and sea secrets. However, there are also mountains in the secret land of mountains and seas. Even several mountains are connected together. But these are no hindrances. The water in these branched rivers can flow from bottom to top in an unusual way. The entire mountain and sea secret realm seems to be a huge spectacle. However, if you are confused by the fantasy of this mountain and sea secret realm, I am afraid that you will be buried here. Su Chen's eyes fell on several places in the secret mountain and sea realm. But there is no beautiful scenery there, but a lot of dead bones. Apparently there used to be some kind of Warcraft gathering place. And these dry bones are the leftovers after eating. The contrast between the wonders of mountains and seas and the bloody reality will inevitably make people feel a little cruel. But he doesn't think so. Because this is the essence of the secret realm of Warcraft. Black Wind, land down. Su Chen ordered. I took off to observe the entire secret realm just now, and now it's time to go down and try the level of monsters in this secret realm. The black wind fell slowly. When they reached the low altitude, they soon discovered the traces of Warcraft. Those were two gigantic paw prints. And it extended all the way. With such a large paw print, it seems that the monster in this secret realm is not small. Su Chen became interested. It is to let Haifeng follow it all the way. Soon, a sudden swamp appeared in front of him. His gaze kept sweeping across the swamp, quickly looking for monsters. Suddenly, on a slightly protruding ground, two panels popped out without warning. Warcraft. Swamp Frog. Quality. Ordinary. Level 38. Physique. 23,523. Agility. 18,530. Magic. 29,334. Skills. Jumping, Giant Tongue Licking, Magic Energy Bomb, Frog Mouth Swallowing. Evaluation. A swamp magic frog that is about to start to transform. It is preparing for its own transformation with strong combat power at this time, and the most important thing before the transformation is to lay down a safe territory. Warcraft. Swamp Frog. Quality. Ordinary. Level 37. Physique. 20,424. Magic. 28,503. Skills. Jumping, Giant Tongue Licking, Magic Energy Bomb, Frog Mouth Swallowing. Evaluation. A swamp magic frog that is about to start to transform. It has strong combat power and is preparing for its own transformation at this time. The most important thing before the transformation is to lay down a safe territory first. Are these two monsters fighting here? Su Chen looked at the slightly trembling ground. I wondered in my heart. This is not the kind of dry land outside, but swampy water. Not to mention that a panel appeared. Even if there is no panel, the slight vibration causes ripples on the water surface of the setting. It's also enough to make people realize that something is wrong below. Haifeng, burn directly, he ordered. It took a lot of trouble for 2 3-star combat beasts that hadn't undergone transformation yet. Haifeng let out a low growl, and spewed out a mouthful of red flame dragon's breath. Compared with the past, today's red flame dragon's breath is not only powerful, but also has an attack range that has more than doubled. It used to be only adult size. One sip is about the same as a flamethrower. But now, Takumi is the real terror. Boom! The red flame dragon's breath bombarded the ground, instantly causing this piece of water to explode. The terrifying high temperature makes the water in these swamps evaporate quickly. And then split right away. The two swamp magic frogs that were fighting for territory were also directly burned to death. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills the 38th level monster swamp frog, gaining experience 5682. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills the 37th level Warcraft Swamp Demon Frog, gaining experience 5482. 2 kill prompts popped up from the Beast Control panel. It has been a long time since such a huge amount of experience was killed. Su Chen also hooked his fingers towards the place where the two monsters died. Successful extraction, gain 41 points of magic power. Successful extraction, get 34 points of physique. Successful extraction. Several light spheres were extracted, and then shot into Haifeng's body. Although compared with Haifeng's current value, the effect of these balls is not so obvious. But this kind of thing always adds up. Yo. The little raccoon at the side saw such a terrifying attack and kill. It also drilled into Su Chen's arms. Terrible. Such an attack, even for it. It is also a direct spike. Haifeng has undergone a transformation, and you haven't started yet. No hurries. Su Chen patted the little raccoon's head with a smile. Also put the little raccoon on the ground. Even though it is only level 18 now, its strength is not bad at all. Totally can play assists, and the experience share of these monsters is not low. After solving these two monsters, Su Chen continued walking in the swamp. In such a large swamp, it is impossible for there to be only 2 swamp frogs, right? I am walking. After a while, 2 more panels popped up. The little raccoon found it quickly on the ground, and immediately threw 2 clearing balls upwards. The fruit Lee's good just blasted the ground, enraged the 2 swamp magic frogs inside. The ground in the mountain and sea secret realm is also blessed with magic power. These 2 clear flame balls are placed in the real world, enough to smash boulders and hills. But in it can only do so. Wow, 2 swamp frogs ran out angrily. But as soon as he came out, he heard 2 faint sounds. Black wind. Then, a hot feeling rushed over. The anger in their hearts dissipated immediately, and they turned pale with shock and wanted to run away. But it was too late. The terrifying crimson glare burned the eyes of the 2 swamp frogs. Then came the dragon's breath. Burn them to ashes without any pain. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills the 36th level Warcraft Swamp Demon Frog, gaining experience 40,241. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills the 36th level Monster Swamp Frog, gaining experience 4,049. 2 kill prompts are given. Su Chen felt helpless. Unexpectedly, Xiaoli didn't even get an assist, and ended Sun directly. It seems that today's protagonist is not you, little raccoon. With a thought, he put the little raccoon back into the beast monitoring space. Or wait for the next time. Let's help the little raccoon level up again. Black wind, continue. Hold head high. Rumbling. The black wind is like a dragon king who came out of hell, and the red flame dragon's breath poured down crazily from his mouth. It's like God's punishment. The entire swamp was ruthlessly plowed by this pillar of red flames. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills the 36th level Warcraft Swamp Demon Frog, gaining experience 40,291. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills a level 37 Monster Swamp Frog, gaining experience 4,323. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills the Giant Gadfly of level 38 monsters, gaining experience 4,592. A large number of kill prompts appear. This swamp is not just a magic frog. There are also giant gadflies. The 2 monsters seem to be in a symbiotic relationship. But it doesn't matter. No matter how many kinds of monsters there is no way to survive under the breath of the red flame dragon. Extraction is successful. Get 45 points of constitution. Extraction is successful. Get 58 points of magic power. Successful extraction. Gain 63 points of magic power. A large number of light spheres were extracted by Su Chen, followed by not simply enchanting. Quickly make up for the consumption of Haifeng. Otherwise, Don't say that Haifeng is just a beast that has just transformed, even those beasts of 50 or 60 levels. I can't help but attack 043 so crazy. Quite a feeling of anti-aircraft guns hitting mosquitoes. Certainly, it doesn't matter to Su Chen here. How to kill fast, how to kill cool. That's the most important thing. Why are there some monsters with 3-star combat power? Where did those 4-star combat power go? Su Chen looked at the kill panel and the swamp that was about to be swept away. Can't help frowning slightly. It is clearly said that 3-star to 5-star combat power is suitable, but now they only encounter some demon claws that are less than 40 levels. A monster of this level, even if it is Haifeng before the transformation, he can kill it with some physical strength. What's more, it has now transformed and completed. So far, they haven't encountered any invading 4-star monsters, which makes one person and one dragon unavoidably a little puzzled. But say Cao Cao and Cao Cao will arrive. Wow! There was only a roar, followed by the sound of rumbling ground breaking. A huge figure rushed out from the ground, and landed heavily again. It was a giant swamp frog dripping with venom. Eyes that can turn 360 degrees, and that exaggerated big mouth. Make it extra oozy. Su Chen's eyes fell on it. BEDB. Warcraft. Swamp Frog King. Quality. Elite. Level 45. Physique. 39,302. Magic. 50,392. Skills. Jumping, licking with giant tongue, magic gas bomb, swallowing by frog mouth, burrowing. Introduction. The Swamp Demon Frog King who has completed a transformation has an extremely terrifying physique and strength. Although he is not good at agility, his terrifying jumping ability is enough to easily catch up with most enemies. Don't relax when facing it. This is an extremely terrifying beast. It's quite timely. Su Chen's eyes fell on the Swamp Devil Frog King. Haifeng, first test the water with that Devil Frog King. It is also a 4-star combat power. Want to see if this can withstand burning. Black Wind turned his head and roared. The red flame dragon's breath directly sprayed towards the Swamp Demon Frog King. However, this Warcraft leader was also unambiguous, and immediately spewed out a dark black devil energy bullet. Boom! The two attacks collided in the air. The huge magic energy bomb was pierced directly, and then the magic energy on it was also burned up. After the piercing attack, the red flame dragon's breath fell directly towards the Swamp Demon Frog King. The reaction of the Swamp Demon Frog King was not slow. It's a pity that the brain can react, but the body can't. It tried to jump away to avoid the attack, but jumped away for an instant. He was severely impacted by the red flame dragon's breath on his legs. Just make contact with it. The venom on the Swamp Frog King's body was directly evaporated, leaving patches of venom on his body. The leg that was hit was also roasted for 3 or 4 minutes. Just one round. This level 45 Swamp Demon Frog King was hit hard. Wow! It looked at Haifeng with a flash of fear, and spit out dozens of magic energy bombs to attack. Immediately after that, he fled to the ground. However, Su Chen had the experience of fighting monsters with the ability to escape before. I have been prepared for this move for a long time. Haifeng, use the red flame dragon's breath to break through those magic bullets, and the dragon's curse will directly attack the body. He ordered. Haifeng immediately spewed out the dragon's breath of red flames. It directly disintegrated the attack of the magic energy bomb. At the same time, he waved his paw. Under the surge of magic power, a dragon-shaped curse seal was formed. At a faster speed than Kai Yanlong's breath, he rushed towards the Swamp Demon Frog King. The dragon's curse is originally one of the few racial skills of the Black Dragon clan, which is used by a single person to fight against the enemy. Although the power may not be much different from that of the Red Flame Dragon. But much faster. He had just escaped into the ground and hadn't had time to leave the Swamp Demon Frog King who was far away. I just felt a terrifying energy erupting from it. The shallow land couldn't stop this power at all, and it all hit him in an instant. Boom! A huge crater exploded in the ground instantly. And in the center of the huge pit, there is also a miserable Swamp Devil Frog King lying there. There is no longer the look of staring at him just now. Wow! After a scream, it still wanted to escape. It's a pity that it couldn't escape just now. How could it escape now? The red flame dragon's breath and several dragon curses directly bombarded the swamp demon frog king. In an instant, it was smashed into ashes. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills the 45th level Warcraft Swamp Demon Frog King, gaining experience 6492. A kill prompt pops up. This monster leader who has dominated the swamp for many years, finally turned his hatred into a pile of experience. Certainly, thanks to the fact that it met Su Chen. In the end it becomes more than just experience. There are also a lot of attribute points. Successful extraction, get 103 points of magic power. Successful extraction, gain 90 points of magic power. Successful extraction, get the skill, Great Tongue Licking. There are 4 attribute light spheres and 1 skill light sphere. Great Tongue Licking. Seeing this skill, Su Chen was a little speechless. How to use this thing? Whether it's for Heifeng or Xiao Li. Using a giant tongue to lick and attack the enemy is a bit too eye-catching. Another useless skill. Su Chen crushed the skill light ball, and then looked at the other swamp frogs in the swamp. Although the swamp magic frogs all live together. But it's clearly not like the Horde of Warcraft situation. Therefore, even if the magic frog king died, it did not have any impact on other magic frogs. Black Wind, the sun never stays. Instead of keeping these swamp frogs to keep fighting, it's better to kill them all. It's also good for Black Wind to upgrade and become stronger. After receiving the Master's slaughter order, Haifeng's attack frequency became faster, and the red flame dragon's breath was poured into the swamp crazily as if he didn't want money. The entire swampland can no longer see its original appearance. Completely scorched into a wilderness with cracked ground. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills the 39th level Warcraft Swamp Demon Frog, gaining experience 48,901. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills the 40th level Warcraft Giant Gadfly, gaining experience 5,391. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills the 38th level Warcraft Giant Gadfly, gaining experience 4,682. The monsters in the swamp died one after another under this terrifying attack. A lot of experience has also entered Haifeng's experience bar. Originally, it was only level 27. The level immediately began to skyrocket. The experience bar is full. Your Beast Familiar Black Dragon level has risen to 28. Experience bar is full. Your Beast Familiar Black Dragon level has risen to 29. The experience bar is full. Your Beast Familiar Black Dragon level has risen to level 30. It directly completed the triple jump of the level. The monsters in this swamp have directly raised Haifeng's level from level 27 to level 30. Not to mention scary. Heifeng at level 30, plus Xiao Tan at level 18, this has reached the standard of a 3-star Beastmaster, right? Su Chen chuckled. The standard for a level 30 Beastmaster is only a level 30 beast, and a level 10 beast. Now I'm completely fine. However, to him, the rank of Beastmaster is just a status symbol. I have dual talents. It can be said that the speed of cultivating royal beasts is almost unparalleled. This is only a few days of awakening, and it has reached this level. The easier it is to get something, the less you will cherish it. So now he is not in a hurry to improve his Beastmaster level. It's better to wait until you have the 4-star Beastmaster qualification, and then go to the Beastmaster Union to upgrade together. Su Chen thought to himself. The standard of a 4-star Beastmaster is not high either. It's just a level 40 Beastmaster and a level 30 Beastmaster. With Haifeng's current combat ability, it is not too easy to upgrade to level 40. It seems that it has to spend a lot of thought when dealing with a 45 level Swamp Frog King, but this is actually because the Black Wind has just completed its transformation not long ago. The power obtained after the transformation can be directly attached to Heifeng's power, which is terrifying. This kind of sudden growth, it is inevitable that there are still some people who are not used to it. Wait until after killing the Warcraft for a while. Haifeng has adapted to the power, which must be the top of the 4-star combat power. Coupled with its own large number of enchanting attributes, it probably won't take long to upgrade to a 5-star combat power. Upgrading must be fast. As for the little fox, that's even simpler. Now just having it at level 18 is already enough to explode into 3-star combat power. It can completely kill all monsters within level 30 in seconds. The speed of upgrading will not be slow. Haifeng, let's go to the other hills to have a look. Su Chen said. The swamp here has been completely slaughtered. Stay here, maybe you can find some fish that slipped through the net. But to kill those poor fish that slipped through the net, it is better to go straight. Find new clans of Warcraft. What are the most magical beasts in the mountains and seas? Of course it is a mountain sea beast. Su Chen also has some understanding of these monsters in the points bracelet. The levels of those guys are generally around 45, which happens to be the experience points that Black Wind uses to upgrade now. Looking down from the sky, the field of vision is naturally very wide. Not long after, the three monsters with strange shapes caught his attention. According to the introduction in the Mountain and Sea Secret Realm, as long as it conforms to the characteristics of mountains and seas, it belongs to mountain and sea beasts. Although these three guys look strange, they are probably the mountain and sea beasts. Su Chen guessed in his heart. The so-called mountain and sea traits refer to the Warcraft traits that are integrated with various environments in the mountains and seas. For example, the mountain and sea beasts in the forest. There will be an atmosphere close to trees or earth and stones in the body. Mountain and sea beasts in the sea. There will be the breath of water in the body. This is because these mountain and sea beasts evolved from within the secret mountain and sea realm, so they are like this. Wait until the Black Wind drops to a certain height. The panels of these three monsters also popped out directly. Warcraft. Mountain Sea Beast. Quality. Ordinary. Level. Level 45. Physique. 43,657. J. 42,903. Agility. 41,940. Magic. 58,302. Skills. Mountain and Sea Secret Art, by Kui Slam Factory. Comment. The mountain and sea beasts derived from the world of mountains and seas. They represent the consciousness of the world. While possessing very powerful power, there are rumors that killing them will bring misfortune to the murderer, but a certain butcher once said before his death, "Guo, kill boldly, don't believe this kind of nonsense." Hint. Killing too many mountain and sea beasts will cause you to start the exclusion mechanism of the mountain and sea world. Warcraft. Mountain Sea Beast. Quality. Ordinary. Level. Level 46. Physique. 44,982. Magic. 59,324. Skills. Mountain and Sea Secret Technique, Headhammer Slam. Comment. The mountain and sea beasts derived from the world of mountains and seas. They represent the consciousness of the world. While possessing very powerful power, there are rumors that killing them will bring misfortune to the murderer, but a certain butcher once said before his death, "Guo, kill boldly, don't believe this kind of nonsense." Warcraft. Mountain Sea Beast. Quality. Ordinary. Level. Level 44. Physique. 42,943. Magic. 56,232. Skills. Mountain and Sea Secret Technique, Headhammer Slam. Comment. The mountain and sea beasts derived from the world of mountains and seas. They represent the will of the world, and they are very powerful. At the same time, there are rumors that killing them will bring misfortune to the murderer, but a certain butcher once said before his death, "Guo, kill boldly, don't believe this kind of nonsense." The stats of these three guys are not bad, they are better than that swamp demon Frog King. But there are only two skills. Or what? The incarnation of the will of the mountain and sea world. Su Chen looked at the panels of the three mountain and sea beasts, frowning slightly. The repelling effect on the world of mountains and seas. This point, I don't know much about it. After all, I have killed so many secret realms, and I have never heard that if I kill a certain monster, I will be rejected. I just don't know what this so-called repelling effect is. What exactly is it? Many conjectures inevitably flashed in his mind. Directly excluded from the secret realm. This is unlikely. If this is the case, then the mountain and sea beasts have already dominated the entire secret realm. How could there be a way for other monsters to survive? If it wasn't directly proposing the secret realm, what could it be? Su Chen was a little puzzled. But his advantage is that if you don't understand it, you don't want it. Black Wind, burn them. Su Chen said directly. Ho ho. Haifeng couldn't wait any longer, and directly sprayed the red flame dragon's breath at the three mountain and sea beasts. At the same time, several dragon curses were shot, and they were severely suppressed and left. For Haifeng, the ability to release the dragon's curse is almost as simple as the dragon's breath. Looks like a dragon spell needs to be drawn. But it's really just a matter of swipe. And the single attack is fast. If it weren't for the power of the red flame dragon's breath, it would be very powerful, and its attack range would be wide. Haifeng might have given up on this attack method. The red flame dragon's breath and the dragon's curse had just fallen on the three mountain and sea beasts, making them scream. I don't know if it's because I've been used to domineering in this mountain forest for a long time. These three guys had obviously discovered Su Chen and Haifeng, who had been staring at them just now, but they didn't take any precautions. Until the attack falls. That's when he suddenly woke up. It's a pity it's too late. The red flame dragon's breath plus several dragon curses, the superposition of these attacks is enough to severely damage these three mountain and sea beasts. Just when Su Chen was about to let the black wind kill them, a wave of magic power suddenly erupted. Afterwards, green lights appeared from the bodies of the three mountain and sea beasts, and their severely injured bodies recovered visibly to the naked eye. Could it be that this trick is the secret art of mountains and seas? Su Chen was stunned. This mountain and sea beast has two skills in total. Apart from the head hammer slam, there is only one other mountain and sea secret technique left. It's just that he didn't want to understand. This secret technique was originally used as an auxiliary skill for healing. No, maybe. Seeing the three mountain and sea beasts standing up gradually, a second guess flashed in his heart. But this is a guess. Maybe you need to extract the secret art of mountains and seas yourself before you can confirm it. Without hesitation, Su Chen immediately decided to end the battle. Haifeng, increase your attack power. Don't give them a chance to recover. Recover quickly. I will give you a second, let's see how you recover. Black Wind nodded very seriously. Obviously, these three guys who stood up suddenly made it very embarrassing. Don't say it's changed now. Even before the metamorphosis, he was leading all the way to kill and kill under the leadership of his master. When did you suffer this kind of grievance? Give me death. Boom. The even more terrifying red flame dragon's breath sprayed out directly from Haifeng's mouth. It fell from the sky, like the arrow of Vulcan, piercing the three mountain and sea beasts. More than that, a large number of dragon curses were shot down by the black wind like a magical machine gun. Since it is to increase the intensity of the attack, it is necessary to seek to solve these three monsters who don't know how to flatter and dare to recover at once. 0. Then of course you have to go all out. Rumble. The terrifying attack fell directly on the three monsters. In an instant, their newly recovered bodies were severely injured. There was a look of horror in their eyes. Want to beg for forgiveness. It's a pity it's too late. Because this is just the beginning. The continuous output of the red flame dragon's breath made them feel as if they were in a flame hell. Countless dragon curses fell. Bang bang bang. Each curse seal has extremely strong power. They didn't have time to let out a scream. Under this terrifying and continuous attack, the body has been completely reduced to ashes. With the ground they tread on, it was also directly blasted. After a while, a huge deep pit appeared in the mountain. This time, not only the three mountain and sea beasts were erased. It even smashed a large mountain into powder, and drifted away with the berserk attack. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills level 44 Warcraft Mountain and Sea Beasts, gaining experience 5692. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills a level 45 Monster Mountain and Sea Beast, gaining experience 5829. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills level 46 Warcraft Mountain and Sea Beasts, gaining experience 61021. 3 kill prompts are given. Su Chen patted Haifeng's head speechlessly. If you are asked to destroy 3 little monsters, what are you doing to smash the mountain? Without the mountain, can monsters live in this secret realm in the future? Ho ho, Haifeng was still proud just now. After being reprimanded by the master, he also reacted. He quickly admitted his mistake. Su Chen didn't blame him at all, and his gaze fell back to the place where the 3 mountain and sea beasts were carrying. Successful extraction, get 62 points of constitution. Successful extraction, gain 94 points of magic power. Successful extraction, gain 94 points of agility. Opening square bracket comma comma. The 9 light clusters were directly extracted by him. But among these 9 light groups, but it doesn't have the skill light group of the secret art of mountains and seas that Su Chen wants. It seems that we still have to cast the net widely to have a chance to catch fish. Su Chen enchanted the light cluster to Haifeng, and looked around. Not long after, it was in the mountains and forests that traces of the life of the mountain and sea beasts were found. Mountain and sea beasts are able to blend in with their surroundings. If it wasn't because he was a good learner of Warcraft tracking. I'm afraid I can't find it either. Haifeng, catch up. Su Chen drew a line and smiled. Let's go play in the tribe of mountain and sea beasts. The current Haifeng has no way to instantly kill the mountain and sea beasts, but the attack is enough to cause great damage to them. Found the Warcraft tribe of mountain and sea beasts. That was bound to be a massacre. A real upgrade feast. Black Wind's speed is not slow, coupled with Su Chen's terrifying spiritual power surge at this time. Not long after, a huge tribe of monsters sitting between two mountains appeared in front of one man and one dragon. Is this the tribe of mountain and sea beasts? Su Chen looked at the huge tribe in front of him, and was a little amazed. Compared with those Warcraft tribes I saw before, the area of this Warcraft tribe is simply not too large. Almost covered two big mountains. Among the tribes, a large number of mountain and sea beasts walked among them. Most of them are at level 45, and none of the weakest ones is lower than level 40. This is a tribe with a minimum guarantee of 4-star combat power. A tribe of this level can already change the surrounding environment. Su Chen felt the air around him, and there was a flash of interest in his eyes. There is obviously no big river near here, but the moisture in the air is even more intense. Obviously, these are the handwriting of mountain and sea beasts. But he will not show mercy to the mountain and sea beasts because of this kind of thing. Every time I do it myself, wouldn't it also change the surrounding environment? Haifeng, come on, he said lightly, but he didn't pat his head forward. After all, the current Black Wind is too big, and the action of patting the head is too embarrassing. Roar! Black Wind roared softly. Mao, Chi Yi Chi, had enough strength to breathe out the dragon's breath of red flames. Facing such a giant tribe, it is impossible to hold back. You don't need the master's order, just shoot with all your strength. And the dense water vapor around it was also directly boiled at the moment the terrifying dragon's breath left the body. Gulu gulu. The water vapor turned into a large amount of white gas, rising towards the sky. At the same time, it also wraps one person and one dragon. It makes them look like beasts in the air, and looks like gods descending from the ground. Under the huge boiling sound, the mountain and sea beasts in the tribe also sensed that something was wrong. They all looked up, but at first glance, it made them turn pale with fright. In the sky, a huge pillar of fire that looked like the arrow of Vulcan descended from the sky. With unparalleled momentum and terrifying temperature, even just looking at them makes their scalps tingle. And the terrorist attack is not just that. Haifeng's current full-strength shot is not only the red flame dragon's breath, but Yinhuang's dragon curse was also photographed by it. Like raindrops, they hit the tribe. It is not necessary to hit the mountain and sea beasts in every attack. Just destroying the tribal environment, forcing them to have nowhere to go, is also excellent. This single attack was forced into a group attack by Haifeng. See this scene. Su Chen couldn't help but shook his head with a smile. The magic power consumed by the dragon curse is more terrifying than the red flame dragon's breath sprayed with all its strength. But have their own logistics. Even if it is consumed by terrifying mana, it can be recovered. And Black Wind is also used to this kind of attack. Don't worry about anything, directly suppress firepower. In the blink of an eye, the curse of the dragon has fallen into the Warcraft tribe. Boom boom boom, boom boom boom. Under the terrifying power, the Warcraft tribe was blown out of big pits, and the caves built on the mountain collapsed in an instant. That's not too bad. Once these attacks fell on the mountain and sea beasts, they would directly injure them severely. I can only lie on the ground and whine. Even with the powerful recovery skill Mountain Sea secret technique. But before they recover, the subsequent red flame dragon's breath, or other dragon curses, are enough to kill him directly. Such massacre efficiency. If I let other people see it, I'm afraid I'll be so envious that I'll drool. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills a level 45 monster, mountain and sea beast, gaining experience 5812. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills level 46 Warcraft mountain and sea beasts, gaining experience 60,321. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills level 44 Warcraft Mountain and Sea Beasts, gaining experience 5,624. Opening square bracket, closing square bracket. With the start of the massacre, the Beast Familiar panel also became lively, and a large number of killing prompts popped up frantically. The level experience bar of the Black Dragon is also opened up at a speed visible to the naked eye. Successful extraction, gain 108 points of magic power. Successful extraction, get 78 points of magic power. Successful extraction, gain 49 points of constitution. A large number of attribute point light clusters were also directly extracted by Su Chen. Then it was continuously sent into Haifeng's body. However, most of these light clusters of magic attribute points are used to supplement consumption. There are really too few attribute points that can increase the upper limit of magic power. The consumption speed of mana in this mode of massacre is not a joke. Even if I continue to enchant and can replenish the magic power, it will be difficult to improve it. Su Chen thought about it. One's own enchantment attribute is to make up for the consumption first, and can only be improved after the consumption is full. But that's enough. Even though the attribute cannot be improved, but the experience of this crazy rise. It is enough to surpass too many king-level monsters of the same rank. Which Imperial Beast can you do this level of indiscriminate bombing? And this kind of indiscriminate bombing can not only improve the efficiency of the slaughter, but also prevent these monsters from escaping. Always pay attention to the curse of the dragon falling from the sky. Otherwise one is not careful. It is possible to be directly and severely injured, and then you can only lie down and wait for death. Experience bar is full. Your Beast Familiar Black Dragon level has been raised to 31st level. The experience bar is full. Your Beast Familiar Black Dragon level has been raised to 32nd level. As the massacre enters the middle heating stage, Haifeng's level has been raised by 2 levels again. It has to be said that when the Imperial Beast possesses combat power beyond the same level, the upgrade is really fast. Not long after Su Chen entered this secret realm, he had already risen from level 27 to level 32. Fully promoted to 5 levels. If other students from St. Ray University complete the 5-level target, even from level 5 to level 10, I'm afraid it will take less than a month. What's more, the level of difficulty increases sequentially. Wait until the massacre is halfway through. A tyrannical aura also came from the depths of the Warcraft tribe. Or, this breath did not come out suddenly, feeling like Su Chen. It was as if a bunch of weak auras suddenly fused together and turned into an extremely powerful aura. And this breath, still getting stronger. Interesting. His eyes fell into the depths of the mountain and sea beast tribe. Obviously they are in the sky, but facing the depths of this Warcraft tribe, they just can't see it clearly. It's as if something is blocking their view. Ho 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 ho. Just listen to an incomparably manic roar. This tyrannical breath completely reached its peak, and then it was like a gust of wind. Rapidly spread from the depths of the Warcraft tribe, pounce on it. A mountain and sea beast that was comparable in size to Haifeng slowly walked out of the monster tribe. Su Chen immediately checked the information panel of this big guy. Warcraft, mountain and sea beast leader. Quality, elite. Level 48. Physique, 63,492. Magic, 65,354. Skills, Mountain and Sea Mystery, by Hammer. Evaluation. The newly born leader of the Mountain and Sea Beast possesses extremely powerful and terrifying combat power. It is endowed with the will of the Mountain and Sea world, and can even draw the power of heaven and earth from the Mountain and Sea world to fight against the enemy. It is a very powerful opponent. In addition to magic power, this 4-dimensional attribute is higher than Haifeng's. Su Chen's expression became serious. However, his most concerned point is not the so-called attribute value. Haifeng's magic power has reached more than 140,000, which is not at the same level as the 60,000 plus magic power of the Mountain and Sea Beast leader in front of him. It is completely possible to kill the opponent with the Red Flame Dragon's breath and the Dragon's curse. But what Su Chen really cares about is the evaluation of the above. Given the will of the world of mountains and seas, and the power of heaven and earth that can move the world of mountains and seas, He didn't think the above things would be randomly arranged. Ho ho ho. The gaze of the leader of the mountain and sea beasts fell on Haifeng. Subsequently, in the beast control panel, a prompt popped up. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon killed 3,600 and 400 mountain and sea beasts, arousing hatred in the world of mountains and seas. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon is suppressed by 20% of its full attributes. Duration: 15 minutes. Quote question mark question mark question mark quote. See this prompt that pops up out of nowhere. Su Chen was stunned. What is this stuff? In other words, this thing is the so-called suppression of the world of mountains and seas. He gradually reacted. Then his face became a little ugly. Suppressing 20% of the full attributes is equivalent to weakening all aspects. Attack power, defense power, dodge ability and so on. The weakening of combat power is not just 20%, but more. Besides this, the 3,645 mountain and sea beasts don't seem to have any special meaning. The reason why the curse broke out at this time is because of the leader of the mountain and sea beast. Su Chen's eyes fell on the leader of the mountain and sea beast. He frowned slightly. This is the so-called borrowing the power of heaven and earth from the world of mountains and seas. How was it borrowed? He once again noticed the mountain and sea secret art on the panel of the leader of the mountain and sea beast. So many mountain and sea beasts were slaughtered just now. In the extracted attribute light sphere, there is no skill. So even now, he only exists in conjecture about this skill. But now, the mountain and sea beast leader's use of the mountain and sea secret technique finally allowed him to gradually confirm the guess in his mind. This is a skill that can change various forms according to the currently known situation. For example, I was seriously injured, so it became a quick cure. Because Haifeng is hated by the will of the mountain and sea world, this skill can become a curse. Then if it is in flames, wouldn't it be able to become water pressure? Su Chen's eyes quickly swept across the mountain and sea beast tribe. Sudden, noticed some places, some white mist rose slowly. But soon it was burned by the high temperature of the red flame dragon's breath. It suddenly dawned on me. I see. In fact, these mountain and sea beasts have already used remedial measures similar to spraying water, but because the temperature was too high, the water evaporated directly, so they were not found just now. Su Chen's eyes were full of interest. This is the first time he has seen this type of skill. Today, no matter what, I have to find a way to extract this skill. He really wanted to see it. After enchanting this skill to Black Wind, how interesting will it be? Haifeng, attack the leader of the mountain and sea beast with all your strength. Su Chen immediately ordered and said, get rid of this guy first, and then look at the others. Anyway, those mountain and sea beasts can't escape. Haifeng immediately turned the faucet, spraying the breath of the flame dragon in his mouth towards the leader of the mountain and sea beast. At the same time, a large number of dragon curses were shot. However, although the leader of the mountain and sea beast in front of him is huge, his agility is not low. Long before Haifeng's attack landed, he escaped at a faster speed. Boom boom boom. A large amount of dragon's curse fell on the ground, eventually blasting a huge sinkhole. There is still a strong black dragon magic power remaining on it. Such power is naturally terrifying. But it is useless to attack the leader of this monster. However, the curse of the dragon can dodge the attack of the red flame dragon's breath, which is directly sprayed from Haifeng's mouth. But it cannot be avoided. The leader of the mountain and sea beast wanted to sneak around and attack, but seeing Haifeng staring at it all the time, he had no choice but to give up. Several magic bullets spewed out from its mouth, and flew towards Haifeng quickly. But such an attack is not worth mentioning in front of Qian Longxi. The difference in magic power between the two is really too big. Boom boom boom. As soon as the magic bullet flew into the air, it was completely pierced by the red flame dragon's breath. The leader of the mountain and sea beast was also helpless, so he could only continue to hide. Haifeng's agility is not as good as this mountain and sea beast leader, plus the 20% drop in attributes. It's a bit troublesome. Su Chen looked at the leader of the mountain and sea beast moving at high speed. Slightly frowned. This guy not only has high-speed movement, but also seems to have a special perception of the surrounding environment. It's as if Haifeng had just used the attack, and let it know it at the first time. Then began to dodge ahead of time. Otherwise, How could it be possible to remain safe and sound under so many attacks? Similar to the blessing of the world of mountains and seas. He wondered. It seems that being able to have low-level 14th level, middle-level and high-level secret realms is indeed a bit different. Seeing that his attack has not been achieved for a long time. Haifeng was also a little anxious. This level of indiscriminate bombing requires magic power to support it. Even if you have a lot of magic power reserves, you still need the master to replenish yourself in time to be able to maintain this style of play. Otherwise, the frequency of attacks can only be gradually reduced. But this kind of frequency can't beat the leader of Zhongshan Sea Beast, let alone reduce it. Ho ho. Black Wind let out a low growl. Ask if you want to give up attacking that leader and attack other mountain and sea beasts instead. Anyway, the leader is only a little high in agility. In terms of attack power, it is completely inferior. Even if it is put aside, it will only play a role of interference at most. I didn't expect you to become smarter after your transformation. Su Chen chuckled. In the past, Haifeng would not have thought of such a way. But well, no need, just attack the leader of the mountain and sea beast with all your strength. I'll do it, Beastmaster, but it was never a decoration. Manic mental power gushed out from Su Chen's body. Now he has a full 55 level of spiritual power, and he has learned the spirit of the object. He is no longer the person who can only command. Su Chen's mental power was directly attached to Haifeng's magic power. Precisely, it is attached to the curse of the dragon released by Haifeng. This was an attack from his own Beastmaster, so it naturally had no effect on Su Chen. Then, the curse of the dragon that was about to be dodged by the leader of the mountain and sea beast, and then fell to the ground. Suddenly, it flew directly on the ground with an incredible turning angle. Try this. Su Chen licked his lips, and a smile appeared on the corner of his mouth. Ever since I learned how to control the spirit beast, I have been thinking about how to control the beast. In the end, it was also for him to comprehend this method. And the little raccoon's flame clearing ball can naturally be manipulated. It's just that for now, the little raccoon has yet to meet an opponent that needs the assistance of its master to defeat. Boom 1. The leader of the mountain and sea beast was stunned by the dragon's curse that came parallel to him. The attack that was originally just falling from the sky suddenly seemed to have a smart move. Directly is able to turn on the ground. It seems that all the attacks have been automatically aimed at themselves. Roar. It growled somewhat angrily, still constantly accelerating his dodge speed. Almost omnipotent mountain and sea secret art. Even if it is seriously injured, it can recover quickly. Even though his attack couldn't even hurt the black dragon in the sky, it didn't care. Because I can slowly consume until the black dragon is exhausted. But now, the dragon's curse no longer fell to the ground, but flew towards it quickly. Although at this speed, it can also dodge. But the number of such dragon curses is increasing. The chase only lasted for a few minutes. There are a lot of dragon curses appearing almost front, back, left, and right, and each one is automatically aimed at it. In the end, under this level of siege and interception, the leader of the mountain and sea beast was a little flustered. Accidentally, his steps slowed down for a moment due to nervousness. Then came, boom boom boom, countless dragon curse crazily bombarded it. Except for the dragon curse. Haifeng finally locked onto this guy's position, and frantically sprayed out the red flame dragon's breath to attack. It is also very uncomfortable to be dodged and attacked like this. Now I can finally punish this guy severely. Although the recovery speed of the mountain and sea beast leader is very fast, in the face of this kind of attack. Also somewhat powerless, your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills the leader of the 48th level Warcraft mountain and sea beast, gaining experience 13,943. Finally, the long-lost kill prompt appeared. The leader of the mountain and sea beast finally roared and fell down completely. As expected of the leader of the mountain and sea beasts condensed by the world's will, the experience actually directly gave more than 10,000 points. Su Chen was a little surprised. An ordinary 48-level monster would probably give more than 6,000 points of experience. This directly more than doubled. But experience is not the big head. He slightly hooked his fingers towards the dead mountain and sea beast leader. The 5 balls of light flew out directly. Successful extraction. Gain 139 points of magic power. Successful extraction. Get 142 points of agile work. Successful extraction, get the skill, Mountain and Sea Secret Art. Opening square bracket dot closing parenthesis. Among the 5 light spheres, 4 are attribute values. But there is one more. It's a skill light ball. Finally out. Su Chen looked at the skill light ball in front of him, and there was a flash of excitement in his eyes. It's not easy. Every mountain and sea beast has this skill, but it has not been drawn out until now. The burst rate is also really low. Mountain and Sea Secret Art. A secret art created by the will of the mountain and sea world, which can randomly change its own attributes according to the existing situation, and contains various types of element secrets. Just glanced at the introduction. It's pretty much the same as what I believe. Try. Su Chen shot this ball of skill light into Haifeng's body. Soon, a new reminder popped up. Enchanting is successful. Your beast familiar Black Dragon has learned the skill Mountain and Sea Secret Art. The skill, Mystery of Mountains and Seas merged with the skill, Dragon's Curse. Your beast familiar Black Dragon already has a new skill, Evil Dragon Curse Seal. Combines. He was slightly taken aback, and immediately looked at the new skill. Dragon Curse Seal. It is derived from the unknown mutation of the racial skill Dragon Curse, which adds the special effect of weak point strike to the original terrifying power, which can cause specialized strike effects on different enemies. Is it the fusion of the characteristics of randomly changing attributes? Su Chen was a little surprised. Isn't the effect of the Mountain and Sea Secret technique that he values the most, the attribute change? The racial skill Dragon's Curse mastered by Haifeng after his transformation was already powerful enough. Plus their own terrorist logistics strength. The Dragon's Curse, which can make a single target attack, directly becomes a magic machine gun. Now let the Dragon Curse turn into the Dragon Curse Seal, with the effect of special attack on the weak point. He couldn't imagine the power of such a combination. The Black Wind at this time. After killing the leader of the Mountain and Sea Beast, he immediately started to attack other mountain and sea beasts. It goes without saying that the Red Flame Dragon's breath is natural. These mountain and sea beasts don't have the speed of the leader of the mountain and sea beasts, they can't dodge at all. As for the dragon, no, the footprints of the evil dragon. Su Chen could clearly see some new things from these evil Dragon Curse marks. Dragon Curse Seal Speed Bonus. Dragon Curse Seal, Serious Injury Bonus. This is an introduction to information about individual attacks. In order to improve the killing efficiency, the speed is increased, and in order to curb the recovery effect of the Mountain and Sea Secret technique of the Mountain and Sea Beast, the Serious Injury feature is added. Very strong. It is indeed such a difficult skill to explode. This fusion is simply to make the skill of Dragon's Curse completely reborn. He commented, after killing the leader of the Mountain and Sea Beast. The extracted Mountain and Sea Secret Art should be the biggest spoils of war. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills level 46 Warcraft Mountain and Sea Beasts, gaining experience 6019. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills the 47th level Warcraft Mountain and Sea Beast, and obtains the state of 6321. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon kills a level 43 Monster Mountain and Sea Beast, gaining experience 4534. In the next massacre, Su Chen did not continue. I can help Haifeng replenish magic logistics. But there is no way to replenish the backup of mental strength. Although it was only a few minutes when we fought against the leader of the Mountain and Sea Beasts. But controlled so many dragon curses. For Su Chen, who only has level 55 spiritual power, Bu is always a burden. Experience bar is full. Your beast familiar Black Dragon level has been raised to level 33. A prompt to increase the level suddenly appeared. Most of the tribes of Mountain and Sea Beasts have been completely destroyed by the attack of the Black Wind. In fact, after the death of the Mountain and Sea Beast leader, these Mountain and Sea Beasts have no intention of resisting. Many of them had the idea of fleeing. However, Black Wind's attack speed is fast, and it can kill most of them. The upgrade speed is not slow. Su Chen, with a thought. It was the information panel that summoned Haifeng. Beast Royal, Black Dragon. Quality, King level, level 33. Physique, 65,820. Magic, 153,940. Skills, Red Flame Dragon Breath, Dragon Power, Fearless Charge, Claw Thrust, Dragon Curse Seal, Mountain and Sea Mystery. Combat power, 4 stars. Evaluation. The black dragon has completed a transformation, and now it has lost its identity as a cub, and gradually has its own power. It is enough to become a powerful support for the Beastmaster. It, with its terrifying physique and unsolvable attack, even the simplest attack is enough to wipe out most of the invading enemies. In addition to the level increase, attributes such as physical fitness, strength and agility have all increased by more than 20,000. And the magic power has improved a little bit, only a few points. After all, the consumption is too great, and there is hardly any increase. Su Chen looked at the panel and evaluated in his heart. For this attribute, he is still very satisfied. Or, such attributes can already become the existence of 5-star combat power. Although the current evaluation is still 4-star combat power. But it is definitely invincible in 4 stars. Coupled with the terrifying attack and bombing, a 5-star combat beast is enough to touch it. Haifeng, let's go. Let's find the next horde of Warcraft. He said. It has been a long time since entering the secret realm. But he wasn't about to leave. In this low-level mountain and sea secret realm, besides the mountain and sea secret technique, maybe it can bring other surprises to me. Even if there is no more. It is also a good place for Blackwind to level up. Roar. Blackwind roared softly. Under the command of the master, it flew towards the depths of the secret realm. After leaving the tribe of mountain and sea beasts, Su Chen maximized his spiritual power. Soon, the second Warcraft tribe was found. But this tribe is not a tribe of mountain and sea beasts, but a tribe of minotaurs. But it doesn't matter, for Su Chen, no matter what tribe of Warcraft. As long as the level is sufficient, the experience gained after killing is still the same. Just here, Su Chen looked at the tribe below, with a faint look in his eyes. Now that he has come to this secret realm to level up, he will naturally not let go of any tribe he encounters. He said something lightly. Haifeng immediately sprayed his red flame dragon's breath towards the tribe below. Just like when we were in the mountain and sea beast tribe before, the terrifying dragon's breath instantly covered the minotaurs in the tribe. And these minotaurs who have ruled over countless years in the secret realm were quickly reduced to ashes under this terrifying attack. Then it turned into a lot of experience and entered Haifeng's body. Contributed to its upgrade. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon has killed the level 46 Warcraft Minotaur, gained experience 5,930. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon has killed level 48 Warcraft Minotaur, gained experience 6,533. Your Beastmaster Black Dragon has killed level 45 Warcraft Minotaur and gained experience 5,638. A large number of kill prompts popped up. However, Su Chen's expression was still without any turmoil. Such a massacre is not too simple for today's Haifeng. This is the benefit of combat power far exceeding the level, which can be upgraded very easily. The experience bar is full. Your Beast Familiar Black Dragon level has risen to level 13. The experience bar is full. Your Beast Familiar Black Dragon level has risen to level 34. The upgrade prompt popped up slowly during the slaughter. When Su Chen's eyes fell on these prompts, he showed a smile. Only such an upgrade prompt can make him feel how efficient Haifeng's combat is. And he also hooked his fingers towards the Minotaur tribe that was being slaughtered. Then a large number of light clusters came directly to his side. Successful extraction, get 35 points of Constitution. Successful extraction, gain 149 points of magic power. Successful extraction, gain 69 points of agility. Opening square bracket ... closing square bracket. A large number of attribute light clusters were extracted, and then photographed into Haifeng's body by Su Chen again. In fact, the combination of these two talents can be seen as a more powerful talent beyond the S level. If the efficiency of killing is slowed down, then the consumption of oneself will be reduced, and the attribute points obtained later can increase the upper limit of the attribute of the beast. And it's not just this one option. If the killing efficiency is increased, then the consumption will increase, and at that time attribute points will be used to restore physical strength, but the rate of gaining experience will be greatly increased. Su Chen is not just thinking about it out of thin air. After using the ability for so long before, he already has a full understanding of his two abilities. Simply put, it is one sentence. The combination of the two talents is great for the enhancement speed of the Beastmaster. But at the same time, this enhanced rate is also equivalent. Simply put, it is a channel that rises at a constant speed. Either slow down the speed of upgrading and enhance the attributes of the individual, or it is to slow down the increase of attributes, so as to increase your own upgrade speed. You can only choose one of these two. Certainly. No matter which one it is, if the target of the comparison is just an ordinary S-rank Beastmaster. So it's not even the slightest bit powerful. Hey Feng, continue. Seeing that this Warcraft tribe is about to be destroyed, Su Chen's voice came out slowly. Ho ho ho. He Feng let out a low growl, and withdrew his attack. Then he turned and left. The other side of the mystery. It is also the place not far from where Su Chen wiped out the mountain and sea beast tribe before. 5 people, 4 men and 1 woman, are slowly advancing. They are none other than students of St. Ray University. Of course, in the secret area of St. Ray University, no one else can enter except for the students of St. Ray University. Not far ahead is the tribe of mountain and sea beasts that I explored before. Everyone must be careful, Wang Shang said cautiously. As the captain of this team, he has the responsibility to protect all the team members in this secret realm. And this time, they came here specially to level up. Don't worry, Captain, one of the team members said with a smile. We all know how powerful those mountain and sea beasts are. This time, the most we can do is to fight the autumn wind on the outside, and it will definitely not work to go in. That's right, the only female player also nodded. All 5 of them are 4-star Beastmasters. But even if they are all 4-star level, isn't the combat power of the monsters in the mountain and sea beast tribe also all 4-star level? So they faced this kind of powerful Warcraft tribe, at most they harassed at the edge. Even speaking, if it weren't for the pressure of entering a junior school, they wouldn't have come here to challenge the 4-star horde of Warcraft. In fact, Kill wants to kill the Warcraft tribe whose general level is only around 40. Is the best for them. The mountain and sea beast tribe is not weak. It can definitely be regarded as the top existence in the Fort Nuo Lijiao Star Warcraft tribe. The mountain and sea beasts with an average strength of 45 or 6 levels, and the leader of the mountain and sea beasts who are not exposed to the sun, combined, for them, that is the strongest of the mighty. But as we walked, someone suddenly noticed something was wrong. It stands to reason that the mountain and sea beasts in the mountains should all be wet near the living environment. But when we come here, why does it feel that the air is so dry? Still some sulfur smell. Wang Shang found something was wrong. The brows were tightly wrinkled together. It is not easy for him to challenge a tribe of this level. Of course you have to be very cautious. But now, I haven't reached the tribe yet, but I feel something is wrong. Captain, we are all 4-star Beastmasters anyway, and we will all be promoted to juniors soon. The female team member said with a smile. Even if this tribe of mountain and sea beasts is very powerful, we don't need to be so nervous, right? The other 3 players also looked relaxed. It is true that the tribe of mountain and sea beasts is powerful. But for them, their strength is not weak. As a student of St. Ray University, he has been promoted to the level of a 4-star Beastmaster before the end of his sophomore year. 3-star to 4-star is a threshold. Such a result, even if it is placed in St. Ray University, it is a proper outstanding student. The best among a group of students from the 4 famous schools. By the time they are juniors, 1 year is even enough for them to become 6-star Beastmasters. If you count one more time, maybe it is not impossible to become a 7-star Beastmaster in one fell swoop when he graduates from senior year. Of course they have their own proud capital. But Wang Zhang's expression was still serious and dignified. The rest of the team members can be careless, but he, as the captain, cannot be careless. Otherwise, you cannot become the captain. The 5 moved on. And the closer he was to the mountain and sea beast tribe he had explored before, the more terrifying this powerful anger would be. Let alone Captain Wang Shang now. 150. Even the other 4 players sensed something was wrong. There is indeed something wrong. A team member said solemnly. Even if there are really powerful monsters or beastmasters who have attacked the tribe of mountain and sea beasts, it is impossible for the battle to last so long. There are still 2 or 3 kilometers away from the mountain and sea beast tribe. But the temperature here is so high that they have a feeling of facing the volcano. With such a terrifying temperature, it is almost hard to imagine what the situation is like among the mountain and sea beast tribes today. The skills of those mountain and sea beasts, the secret art of mountains and seas. They also have a certain understanding. After all, they have practiced in this secret realm before. And it is because of understanding. That's why I know that it is impossible for these mountain and sea beasts to let the environment around them become like this. After all, these guys, even if they are just alive, your own energy can also have a huge impact on your surroundings. Therefore, the surrounding environment of the mountain and sea beast tribe has such a big gap with other places, or it is a very obvious feature. Let's go over quickly and have a look. After thinking about it for a while, Captain Wang Shang made a decisive decision. The current situation has far exceeded his expectations. Or, he had faintly guessed an answer in his heart, that is, those mountain and sea beasts in the mountain and sea beast tribe may have encountered an accident. Because only in this way, these mountain and sea beasts will not affect the surrounding environment, and they will let the horrible fire raging around here. And in order to confirm his conjecture, the team also quickly accelerated their pace. The distance of 2 kilometers is for 4-star beast masters like them. Even if you don't ride the Imperial Beast, you can reach it in a very short time. Soon, the 5-member team came to the outside of the mountain and sea beast tribe. Compared with the place 2 kilometers away, the anger near here is even more terrifying. According to their estimation, it may have reached a full Baidu. If it is a weaker monster or Beastmaster, can't get near here at all. But such a terrifying temperature is no longer enough to surprise them. Because the things in front of them have completely stunned them. What they saw was a whole mountain and sea tribe. In other words, it is a mountain and sea beast tribe that has been completely burned by fire. The whole tribe seemed to be turned over by the terrifying volcano. The ground is cracked, and cracks run rampant. Below the crack, there is still a terrifying flame burning. These are all caused by the terrifying residual magic power. These terrifying flames will not be extinguished until all the remnants of the magic power dissipate. God, who the hell did this? BEDF, the female team member swallowed in horror, her face full of shock. The tribe of mountain and sea beasts has completely disappeared from what they saw before. That's right, they have also come here to play the autumn wind before. It's just that they just circle around the periphery. This is the first time here. But this look. Fear, it's really scary. Could it be that a junior-senior came here? Another team member asked cautiously. This is not to respect any senior students, but in St. Ray University. Respect the strong. As the best of the sophomores, they are not much weaker than the average juniors. But facing such a level, a senior who can destroy a tribe of mountain and sea beasts. Of course they want to show the greatest respect. I'm afraid it's not just seniors at the junior level. Wang Shang smiled wryly, looking at the blazing flames in the crack. Have you noticed that this kind of attack has not yet reached the 5-star level standard? It can only be regarded as the peak level among the 4-star level. The 4 looked at each other, then nodded. Indeed so. Although the scene in front of him is very scary, but the strength of the 4-star peak, compared with the 5-star level, there is still a big gap. Such an attack, a single body is not terrible. Wang Shang said again, looking at the tribe. There was a look of awe in his eyes. But this kind of attack has completely covered the entire tribe of mountain and sea beasts, and there is still such a terrifying magic power left. This can only mean one thing. That is, such an attack lasted at least 2 hours. What kind of 4-star monster can maintain such a full attack state for 2 hours? Talking and talking, the awe in his eyes has turned into a look of horror. The higher the level of the Imperial Beast, the stronger its strength, and the more time it can continue to fight. But this is just a 4-star level Beastmaster. And it's under the condition of full shot. What kind of existence is that? That is to say, when the senior commanded the beast to fight, there was a stronger auxiliary type of beast. The female team member asked suspiciously. It's still possible. Wang Shang shook his head and took a deep breath. The scorching hot air lingered in his lungs, causing him to spit it out quickly. But, such a terrifying auxiliary type Beastmaster must exist at least at the 5-star level, or even at the 6-star level. With such a terrifying auxiliary type of Beastmaster, Why do you need to come to this kind of tribe to level up? I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.